Can you believe them goddamn Saudis own EVO now? This is goddamn crazy.
It's the Pit Podcast, baby. What's going on?
Oh yeah, true. Connor, good to see you. Happy Friday. Welcome in. It is the 20th of February. For those that are audio listeners,
February
you are
Obu.
not on the 20th. It's probably at least the 22nd for you. But for
Well,
us,
no,
it's the 20th.
if you could imagine, I'm getting these shits out like next day type shit.
Ooh.
Like same day, well, not same day delivery, but pretty close.
Not bad. Okay, well, the 21st then. Lamau. Hey, love
Hell
that.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Saturdays at 11 a.m. I've been fucking aiming
My
for.
God.
They told me we don't want to wait till Sunday. And I said, I got you.
Hell
you.
yeah, brother. Now, is this partially in relation to your extremely successful subathon that happened where you were busy all the time being an extremely successful streamer?
Well, no, I have increasingly gotten shit for being late and just being late in general. People are starting to get tired of my shit. So,
Well,
so I was, if you could imagine.
well,
So I am trying this new thing, being on time, and I was like, well, Sunday is a long way to wait if we're gonna do it on Friday, and there's that
sure.
sweet spot between us hanging out at night after the pod and that like just finishing the pod. So I
Right.
usually, if I hunker down, I can get through that.
Okay, killing it.
Yeah.
Hey, I love that. But you know what?
Yes. Tell me.
I meant that shit for EVO, huh? Owned by Saudi Arabia now. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of Evo's correct me if I'm wrong, because me and some of the normies probably aren't fully aware. That is a fighting game, kind of like a tournament type thing. Specifically, there's a specific fighting game attached to it?
No, it's more like the Comic Con of fighting game events. It's like
Oh, I see. So it's like all the fighting
like
games
a
kind of
bunch of tournaments
come
under
together.
one house. Yeah.
Oh,
The lineup
sure.
changes
Okay,
yearly.
okay.
Yep, but there's it's always in Vegas as far as I know, or at least primarily in Vegas, and it is almost always like 6 games deep at a time plus side events. There's like a main card and a side card.
So,
But they do a lot.
were they struggling? Like, what prompted the selling of the brand, or I guess it's a brand, it's a company? What are we?
It is a company, yeah.
Okay,
It
company.
is a brand. And if I had to guess, if I had to shot in the dark, I don't have exclusive details on this. I'm feeling the feminine urge to spread misinformation.
Sure.
I did have the compulsion to think, oh, if you have a lot of money thrown at your feet, it's hard to say no thanks, I don't like money. It's very difficult. And as you might know, Saudi Arabia is trying really, really hard to do some cleaning up of their act via esports. They want to really get the youth.
Yeah.
So they've like picked up a lot of esports momentum, and then EVO is like, that's kind of the starting point for if you want to be king of the fighting game realm, you know?
Well, you're gonna hate this. It was from what AI can tell me, the AI overview, real quick. Like, it would seem like it was a total buyout.
Well, yeah, it was a total buyout.
But it wasn't because they were like doing bad or anything. So what they're doing, Saudi has the Saudi Vision 2030. It's their government diversifying for their economy and stuff. And they thought this would be a really good economy diversifier for them to invest into. I don't know the details of it, but it would seem like EVO wasn't doing bad or anything. It was just
EVO was fine.
Strategic.
EVO was doing great.
Diversification for their economy or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if people don't know too, Saudi Arabia has also bought a part of EA, I believe, or something along the lines of either a bunch of studios or, let me not spread misinformation about this real quick.
Yeah. I mean, they did buy Electronic Arts to be clear.
Yeah, they purchased to acquire Electronic Arts for $55 billion.
It was the largest private buyout in history of the world.
So it would seem like they're trying to really dig deep into they're trying to be like the Tencent of Saudi Arabia, I feel like, is what they're like trying to do. They're trying to like really, they're trying to be like, well, if You know, if they can do it, we can do it too. Which EA though, I don't know if that's well. And you know, it's also sad too. Their whole thing is they want to pump like AI into game production, and so
Yeah,
they're really trying to nickel and dime the fuck out of everything they're doing. Which I mean, we'll see what happens, but
I'm just worried that this is gonna sully the good name of J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter. You know what I mean?
well, I think she did that by herself. I don't think they have to worry about the Saudis. If anything, unironically, the Saudis might be able to do some PR patchwork for her a little bit.
Do we suspect that the Saudis have a more progressive take on that than J.K. Rowling?
Well, I just said the enemy of our enemy is our friend or whatever, right? And so it's like,
Yeah, but we're the enemy. Is the problem?
well, I
But
know,
we're the
but
enemy.
like, but when Saudi Arabia for Americans is juxtaposed against J.K. Rowling, I think everybody goes after them, not her, right? Like, I'm not
Well,
saying
I'm saying they're
that's
gonna
right.
firm handshakes. That's like the Cyclops and
What do you
Ryu doing the
think?
handshake, but it's actually like
You think they're
Thanos
gonna
and
form?
Doomsday. Yeah,
They're gonna form a super PAC, and J.K.
yeah,
Rowling's
yeah.
like, so I am now supporting Saudi Arabia for my next game.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And then Saudi Arabia's gonna be
EA
like, you
will.
know what? Yeah,
That's
we're gonna
crazy.
go back to calling it male and female body models. Fuck this Type A, Type 2 shit.
Uh,
They are gonna do that.
well,
Probably
the
gonna
Type A,
happen.
Type B shit's kind of fucking hilarious though.
Type 1, Type
But
B.
let's not go there. Well, because so when you have Type A, Type B, that then assumes there's a one is first, one is second. You know what I mean? Or body
Well,
type
that's
one,
funny.
body type two.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's
So
a funny.
it
That's funny.
almost seems worse because it's like now you're saying one is the first and one is the second, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I hadn't really considered that there is like a hierarchy in the alphabet. There's like a clearly one first letter, and if the interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
usually it's not the one that comes first, if you could imagine.
that's hilarious.
Body type A is in fact not the one that starts with F. You know what I mean? And especially in WoW when they do body type A and B or one and two. I don't know.
Well, on the
I'm just
plus
saying.
side, at least Epic Games is still out here as a bastion of making every gamer happy. That's cool. There's still someone. We still have a hero.
Yeah, you know, Epic Games is doing their part.
I
For
feel like
Super.
that's one thing I've never heard is that, hey, I don't like Epic Games. No one's ever said that, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, Epic Games Store is a piece of shit, but I guess Epic Games
What?
does do well to their fans.
Oh my god. Do people not like the Epic Game Store? News to me.
Not at all. What
This
the
is
fuck?
insane. I am curious how this is going to affect the EA library going forward. You know?
What do you mean specifically?
Well, so hear me out, right? Like EA owns like Dead Space, for example,
Sure.
right? And Dead Space is a game that is famously crafted meticulously by horror fans on the staff who want it to be like more horror-y.
Sure.
And I'm imagining if you take out the artistic horror-y element, we're gonna get AI generated Isaac with gun, and that's gonna be a big sweep. I feel.
You know what's kind of funny and sad at the same time?
Yo,
I feel like it's a roll of the dice if EA would have just done that regardless of being bought by the Saudis. You know what I mean? It's kind
that's
of
funny
like
and true.
it probably would have just happened anyway. So I
Yeah,
can't even blame him for that. I honestly too, like, didn't the last Dead Space game not do so well? Not the remake, but the last like entry into it.
Dead Space 3, like back on the PS3.
Yeah, I think so. Didn't that,
Yeah,
like,
the ending
seal
was
the
like
deal?
critically panned for sure. People hated that shit.
Yeah, didn't it like seal the deal for like not getting a fourth? It was kind of like,
Well, I don't know if you
yeah.
knew I don't know if you know the lore of this, and I'm not really a
I
horror guy,
don't.
but I am a
I'm
Dead
not
Space guy.
a.
Weirdly,
I have dated someone who loves Dead Space. I've played the first and third game.
sure,
It's
sure,
not
sure, sure.
something I like super enjoyed much. Just wasn't my
And you know
cup
what?
of
You're real
tea.
for that. You're real for that.
But I will say, while I didn't super enjoy it, it wasn't like a fuck you. Like I didn't. It just wasn't my cup of tea. But it wasn't a bad game by any means. I didn't feel like it was a bad game by any means.
I'll go the other
At
way. It's kind of a
least,
bad
at
game.
least one.
Oh, 1 is good. 1 and 2 were really good.
I didn't play enough of 3 to know one way or the other.
Yeah.
But one I didn't have a terrible experience with. It just wasn't my cup of tea
If you can imagine,
at the
1 and
time.
2, again, atmospheric horror survival games, right? Kind of Resident Evil vibe. Resident Evil 3 was a co-op action game with multiplayer, with like PvP team-based
Dead Space
multiplayer.
game. Dead Space
Yeah,
or
Dead
Resident
Space
Evil?
3.
Okay,
Oh,
you
no,
said
Dead Space
Resident Evil.
3. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Dead Space 3 was it had like team-based asynchronous PvP
Yeah,
where one
that's
team
tough.
controlled the special infected like Left 4 Dead
Mhm.
and it was very bad and weird. And then it was just like run and gun actiony. All guns use like the same ammo. You can buy like booster packs for wacky gun parts to make your guns crazy. And yeah, it was goofy with that. But
That always
also,
seems to happen. They always start strong and games fail. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. First and second game are usually pretty strong, and then the third one sometimes is the weakest. Sometimes the second game is the weakest. Sometimes sequel syndrome sets in, and they have to. The third
interesting.
game has to make up for that, right? There's been a
Sure,
couple of
sure, sure,
situations
sure.
where the second one's actually like the weakest one of the bunch, and the first and third have to kind of like pick up for it.
Sure. Yeah, I can imagine. But I'll tell you what, I think a lot of it comes from the fact that like the if like a game does really well and it's not made for the masses, it's just made for
Mm,
like the fans and does really well.
yeah,
That's when the dollar signs hit the corporate eyeballs and they're like, okay, now dilute that to approach the largest possible audience.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
And then it just gets
I mean,
more and
I agree, but
more
it just
generically, how do we appeal to everyone with this so they can sell more copies of like thing with the pre-installed fan base, which is tough. Dead Space 3, yeah, the ending kind of sucked and people really didn't like it. I don't know if you knew about this or not. This is a thing that you may not have had the lore on. The ending was so bad that there was like petitions and shit to like change the ending. There's like this like sign the petition.org or whatever type
isn't
shit.
it funny when those petitions go out? Because
Very.
we had one a couple years ago for dot hack,
Oh
where
yeah.
people were petitioning them to, or Bandai to, like re-release the old games
Oh.
on like
Yeah.
digital or whatever. And it's just like, even if you get a million signatures, it's just never gonna. They don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, you can get a billion signatures and they don't care.
But I'll tell you what is extra funny about this one.
Mm.
EA listened
Oh, love that.
and they changed the ending.
Well, I imagine they made it worse. I imagine
They
it was like worse.
they released a paid DLC with a worse ending.
Not the paid DLC.
Yeah, you had to pay
Who do
$10
they
for the
think they
worst
are,
ending.
Bethesda?
Basically. It was a
They made
$10
you.
DLC that made the ending shittier.
They made you buy horse armor too for your space
I
horse.
wish they did. I wish they did. They had you buy
Oh
extra
no.
little turtle robots to go find gun parts and ammo.
Oh, you know what? I do remember the little turtle robot, but that wasn't DLC. We just had him at the beginning of 3.
No.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't think I would buy. I don't think that would
Oh, I
matter enough
bought
to
them.
me. Oh, you bought him? You're in there like that?
Oh,
I
I
don't
bought
blame
them.
you. I don't blame you. I bought dumb shit. I just bought 2 stuffed animal things for my house in WoW for
Cute.
500 house coins.
How do you get house
Fucking,
coins?
well, if you could imagine, in-game shop, baby. It's
Well,
called Hearth Steel because they're stealing your fucking money.
not
Can't believe
Hearth
this shit.
Steel. My God. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that one. It seems for right now they're not doing any of the like yeah, on some stores they're like big discount or like limited time. They're not doing any of that, which is nice, and they're like round numbers of currencies. So it's not like the item in the shop is 150, but you can only buy in bundles of 100 or something. They're
Oh.
not doing that, but it's just like you could have just been in the game and you didn't have to have a store built around it. Not everything has to be monetized, but can't win them all.
It is
But
kind of what it
I
is.
am a
Huh?
part of the problem because I did buy them.
Yeah.
I bought
I am part of the problem.
you know.
See, and that's why I go the other way and steal games a lot because I want to be part of the solution. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if I could steal WoW, I would. But at Blizzard, hey, don't overlook my ambassador thing just because I said that. I'm just kidding. But if I could, I would.
That's very funny.
I mean, the housing system is fucking legit. It's really amazing. Like this is probably one of the best implemented systems they've done in a long time. Right? It's really good. However, it's just like you can see how in a couple years when there's a different team involved, that team is probably going to look at Hearthstone and be like, we could pump out more money for this. You know what I mean? It's just you can see the writing on the wall at some point. At least right now, it's not insane, but we'll see what happens. They did a partnership with Zillow actually recently, which is hilarious. They
What did you
built
say it was
out,
Zillow? Zillow,
yeah,
the
they
real
built
estate?
out house pages for the
Okay.
housing, and
That's
it's like
funny.
it's like a fake like Zillow listings and stuff.
That's hilarious.
Let me get you the website.
They made their own Zillow. I kind of
Yeah,
fuck with that.
yeah, it's kind of like a crossover, and then like if you don't have to sign up, but if you link your account, you get like a item for your house. But they're like real house pages you can like click into and like see interactive, like it's like literally like their house postings.
Slow4warcraft.com. I'm dead.
It's
Not
very funny.
Razorwind Shores plot 15. Oh, actually, that's kind of nice.
It is kind of nice, right?
The yard's a little unkept. I mean, maybe if we could get a goddamn lawnmower in here. But you know what? Hey, I'm into it.
They deported all the trolls, if you can imagine. There's no one to cut
Oh,
the grass.
no. I didn't know that the fucking...
But it's really cool. Like they definitely I think these are creators, some creator houses, because they're doing like a build off. They're doing like a house kind of build off HGTV style, you know? And I think this is going to be a part of that. But like you look at the houses, it's really great. Like the system again, there's so much you can do with it. And it's one of the best systems they've ever built. But
That's so fun.
yeah, but it's really funny they did the Zillow thing. I cracked up looking through all the things listed by, and they have the little like gnome real estate agent, and it's all you know, it's all like what's special, cottage core, real witchy, you know, windmill powered. It's
I
just
do
all
love
these
that.
like different indicators of what these houses are.
Yeah, that is pretty good. I
Yeah.
do like it a lot. I'm a big fan of like goofy, silly time.
Yeah, I'm imagining what they're going to try to do is allow people to upload their houses to this or something like this and explore like different builds and stuff. Cause like me personally, I've been having a hard time trying to figure out like
I'm fucking dead.
inspiration for stuff.
Have you clicked the contact agent button?
Yeah.
It actually does like mail to Bektar@Zillow.com. That's so fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
Wow,
Buy
I
a
love
home.
that.
The buy
I
you
do
click
love
buy a
that.
home and it just takes you to the WoW midnight repurchase thing. It's very funny. Like you can
That's
tell
really good.
like I love stuff like this, you know, it's just it's not super it's not taking itself super seriously. It's just like having a good time.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
That is tight.
And then you
And
get
correct me if I'm wrong.
little yeah, tell me.
We've talked about this. There was that one really shitty WoW expansion where that guy was Cash Patel's nephew or something was in charge of Blizzard. What was it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
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 And then on the heels of that guy leaving, shit kind of started trending back upward. Is that right?
Well, if you could imagine under their old leadership, under Bobby Kotick, there was a lot of sexual harassment going on. Men drinking women's breast milk, like other just insane shit.
Sure.
A lot of
Which,
stuff
by the
that
way,
he and his
at the office, fellas, save that for the home. But okay, go on.
Jesus Christ.
What? Do you
So
disagree?
af-
This man thinks it should be at the office? Okay, easy there, Connor.
I don't think. How about just that 2% type shit? You know what I mean? 2% skim or whatever. Just do that.
Oh, is
It's
that what
fine.
dudes like to?
Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh man. So after Bobby left, they did there was like a huge internal investigation. A lot of those sick fucks were, you know, fired and let go or whatever. So they're trending up now. Yeah, they're doing better now. Um, the
Yeah.
guy you're referring to was the one who we always talk about who ruined a certain character.
Right.
Um,
Yes. Correct.
yeah.
I forget the
So
guy's name a lot, but you know the one I'm talking about.
I think it was Chris Afrasabi. People can Google him if you want.
Yes.
He is a bit of a fucking creep. Hated women. All the women on his team fucking couldn't stand him. Hated the women
Yeah.
he was writing for in the game so much so that
Sure.
he just completely like 360'd fucking whole storylines to just meet his weird like hate fetish. I don't know. He just really disliked a lot of people.
I'm gonna ask a
Um,
weird question.
yeah.
Does EA have any games where the main character is a woman?
EA have any games where the main character is a woman?
Like even one? I don't
Uh,
know enough about EA, but off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of any. I'm thinking of Skate, Dead Space, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Crisis, Plants vs. Zombies, Titanfall, Apex Legends, Battlefield, the sports games, Medal of Honor, The Sims.
uh, did they do Mirror's Edge? EA did Mirror's Edge, right? That's a female.
Maybe. I
That's
mean,
a
it
woman.
is. That is a female lead game. I don't know if they
Did maybe
did Mirror's Edge.
they? Let me Google Mirror's Edge. I don't know why that came to my head.
My God.
Mirror's Edge was developed by Dice and EA.
Okay. So now that
So
they've been
female
purchased
lead
by
character.
Saudi Arabia, we're not getting another Mirror's Edge game, I guess. That franchise
Ah.
is probably just dead.
You know what? Something insane came to my head, and I just have to not fight back the urge to just be fucking insane today.
You do have to not fight back the urge. I agree.
I guess Google is also saying Mass Effect and Dragon Age, you can play female versions of the main character. So technically, I guess by technicality, those.
Oh,
But
well,
it would
not anymore.
seem like, insanely enough, it might be the only game that has a female lead character just by design.
That's very funny. I'm even like looking at their library and like, I guess Alice Madness Returns. You do play as Alice in Wonderland, Alice. So that franchise is probably dead, huh? Or you play as the Mad Hatter. That's tough. Although I guess, yeah, pretty unaffected overall. Their whole library seems pretty safe from the buyout. Not bad. Dodged a bullet.
Yeah, it would seem like well no, Battlefield's gonna be weird. So that just means do the Battlefield games just switch perspectives? Are we I'm sorry. I can't do we have to get off this topic. I'm about to get myself canceled for real. I can't I didn't even stop myself. I just let that one rock. I cannot be trusted
so
with this topic.
Fucking funny. Homie
gonna-
said, "Yo, we're switching teams in Battlefield 7." 7? Is that the next one? 6? 6 came out already, right? Surely. That's so fucking
what I was
funny.
gonna say before I stopped myself.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that. Don't say that.
I just can't fucking. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous topic.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's crazy. Yeah, don't say that. Yeah,
But also,
that's a good.
I mean,
so
I wouldn't be
you
surprised.
shouldn't.
You know what I mean?
Well, true. And you know what? Wouldn't she be better off for it?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I don't remember that. What's that character's fucking name? The Mirror's Edge girl.
Faith. I had to,
Jesus.
that's not even out of memory. I had to like look that up. So
That's
just
really funny.
just so you're not like, why the fuck does he know that?
If you can
I
imagine, I
googled it.
played the demo for Mirror's Edge a lot on the
Demo,
Xbox
huh?
360 in 2008. I played it like the first stage like 5 or 6 times. And every time I played it, I was like, man, I want to like this. Why don't I like this? And I'd play it again. And I just
Is it
kept doing it.
because the
I don't.
protagonist was female? No, I'm kidding.
That's so funny.
Why didn't you like Mirror's Edge? Just not the vibe.
Hence a lot. I don't know, man. I was just thinking to myself, like,
Great.
the movement is like just kind of odd.
Okay.
Just something
Yeah,
about
parkour
moving
games
felt
are kind
weird.
of goofy sometimes.
Like it was supposed to be this like fluid,
Hmm.
you can traverse so freely, parkour free run type shit. But it felt kind of
Yeah.
like stilted and stoppy.
Well, you know what? You say that too. I had a problem with the first Dying Light for a while. I had a problem with the first Dying Light because it
Oh,
kind of felt that way too. That's another parkour, a little
sure.
zombie game, but it had that
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Mirror's
yeah,
Edge
yeah.
parkour type shit. And it really took me a while to like not feel weird about the movement of that. So maybe that's
Sure.
like just a thing.
Maybe I played more Mirror's Edge, I'd get used to it then. Maybe I just
Yeah.
like buckled down and said, you know what? I'm gonna force myself to like this shit.
Did they ever do a sequel to Mirror's Edge? Was there a second
I
game
think
that
there's
came out?
3.
Oh shit, really?
I think. Mirror's Edge sequel. I think there's like 3, yeah.
Oh yeah, 4. Mirror's Edge 2D, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Why are there 2 named Mirror's Edge?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Bitch.
Why are there 2 Mirror's Edges? That's weird. The first one's from 2008, for sure.
2016, 10, 9, and then 8.
What's one from what the fuck?
9 is Mirror's Edge 2D, and then there's another Mirror's Edge in 10. I don't know. Oh, Mirror's Edge Mobile. I
Stop.
see. So there's only one sequel
So
in the
there's- I
franchise. It's
see.
Catalyst.
I see.
Because Mirror's Edge 2D and Mirror's Edge Mobile, I will not count as. I
We're
can't
not cutting
believe
2D?
You know
It has
what's
2 in it.
insane though? You know what's insane though? Dice put that out. That's not a game that I would assume Dice would have done.
Who's
Because
Dice?
Dice, the Dice studio is kind of more relegated to like Battlefield and the shooter games. They've
Oh yeah,
done
you do like
like
Star Wars Battlefront, huh? No, I think about
yeah, they've done like Battlefront, they've done Battlefield, um, they've done all the Battlefields. It looks like
So
for a
that Mirror's
while
Edge
now.
game costs like $48,000 to get all the outfits in then?
Yeah, Battlefield Bad Company, um, Riding Champion Legends Legacy of Rosemont Hill. I am so fucking sorry.
Run that one back?
Look at this game portfolio and just look down at the last one. I'm fucking going back in time. They did okay, so they did their first couple games, Pinball Dreams, Pinball Fantasies, and then it goes Benefactor, Pinball Illusions, True Pinball, S40 Racing, if you remember that game.
Back in 97, baby.
Motorhead, Codename Eagle. I think I remember renting that actually at some point. Swedish Touring Car Championship, Michelin Rally Masters, Race of Champions, Swedish Touring Cars Champions 2, and then out of fucking absolutely nowhere, Riding Champion, Legacy of Rosemont Hill 1.
I believe it's called Arvat Fran. Thank you. But yes, true. Welcome to Stockholm, baby. Not the syndrome, but
What?
the location, geographically.
Who now? What are you
Arvat
saying?
Fran Rosamond Hill. That's the name. Oh my god. Yeah, they did some crazy shit back then. They did
Holy
crazy,
shit.
crazy. They did wild
NASCAR
shit.
Heat fucking 2000. Jesus Christ.
They went crazy back in the day, yeah.
Wow. They just, man, we need a racing game by fucking Dice in 2027.
I'll tell you what we really need. Motorhead 2. Because Motorhead was tight. You know
Yeah,
what? You know what would make me play racing games?
tell me.
If they quit sucking their own dick about making cars like perfect to life. Just give me a wacky ass racing game. Do you know what I mean? Just give me a
Yeah.
goofy ass, give me wacky
Well,
speed boosts and loops and flips and shit. What the fuck do you mean with this goddamn? It has to be branded cars with a sponsorship. Give me the real shit.
yeah, and I think we've talked about this off pod, but I don't think we ever talked about it on pod. The fact that the bodies of cars are copywritten. So, for instance, if Midtown Madness 3 wants to use a
Yeah,
Maserati, for example,
yeah,
when that license is up, they can't sell Midtown Madness 3 anymore. That has to be taken off shelves forever. They can't do anything with it because they license this fucking car body, which just seems insane to me because you could just change it up just a little bit and
that's
then
right.
not
That's right.
have to worry about it. But I think it's tough because I think the names of the cars sells the game, unfortunately. Like when you
Well, I
have a
agree with that.
Maserati or like a Ferrari in it or something, it's kind of
Yeah,
what people want, I guess. But me not being a car head, I don't give a fuck, you know?
I kind of wonder what it would be like if like Mario Kart did that, where it's like all the Mario Kart bikes and Mario Kart cars, and also just like an Aston
That's
Martin.
diabolical.
Yeah, Fortnite does that, where they have
Would
like
you
branded car
do
collabs.
you do you think well, I think it works for Fortnite because they go away after a time. Like they don't have to take Fortnite off the shelf because
Yeah,
they're
right.
using the you know what I mean? But like Midtown
Temporary
Madness
access type
3
shit.
isn't, that's just a game,
Yeah.
which sucks that that happens because Ubisoft was caught doing that. They had to take like 4 or 5 of their car games off Steam in their own store because their licenses expired.
Really?
Yeah, this was last year. They got caught with a big. It's not getting caught, but people were fucking pissed because, like, the people who love racing games, they're kind of in there, right? So, like, when that happens, people are like, "Yo, what the fuck? You're taking away, the shit we want to play."
Have you ever played that Codename Eagle game, by the way?
Codename Eagle.
Yeah, the one next to Motorhead behind the Swedish Touring Car Championship. You ever played Codename Eagle?
Hold
It's a
sh-
PC game from 1999.
Codename Eagle. I don't think so.
It's
It
awful.
it it reminds me of a game. I can't put my finger on it.
Well, it's one of the worst shooters ever made. That game
Oh,
is
really?
truly shit. Yeah, it's bad.
Well, I'm seeing screenshots of it and it looks fucking atrocious.
No, no, no,
Fucking
no. Graphically, it was fine if you can imagine.
oh well,
Lamau.
these screenshots
That
look
was
fucking
not the
horrendous.
problem. I mean, whatever it looks like, trust me when I say that wasn't the issue. That game has bigger problems than the way it looks, and that shit just plays like ass.
Oh, really? It just doesn't work, huh?
Yeah, it's bad. Well, check. Okay, so you know how like when you fire a gun in a game, there's like some games will have like a rumble feature in the controller for haptic feedback, but obviously PC doesn't have that, so they have to like have like visuals to sell the impact of the shot. The gun kicks
Mm.
back, the screen shakes a little bit, you know what I mean? There's like a flash type shit. Yeah, this game didn't do that. This game was
Oh,
just like a stationary ass. It was just really odd. And then when the guns do like have kind of an extra kick to it, it's like really weak. But also your bullets impacting stuff, nothing really like feels like it's getting. There's no. They just kind of fall over. It's like ragdoll simulator, but every ragdoll is full of sand and there's no wind. Do you know what I mean? Like everything just
yeah,
kind of crumples down straight to the floor, like those old like fake Beanie Babies.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And like the level design was weird. You had to like walk in circles sometimes, and like there's like squiggly pattern maps that like all look the same. It was just bad, bad fucking game. Whatever Dice was doing before Battlefield, they were goofy. Like you can tell they were like a racing studio that had to make an FPS for sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense why a lot of their games have had vehicles built into them, right? Because I mean, yeah, they were a vehicle studio, so it would make sense that they would have tanks, they would have these like machines you could use because that was their like bread and butter, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like they figured out the shooting part, but also they were able to use something that they were doing before, something else. Did you know Ubisoft's first game?
Ubisoft's first game ever? No.
Ubisoft's first game.
No, I wouldn't even be able to guess. All I know them for is that I hate them. I know very little about Ubisoft.
I see. You wanna guess? You wanna just take a guess?
I mean, I know they did some of the Prince of Persia's. Was it like the old original Prince of Persia?
1986, they released a Zombie with an I at the end and a Trivial Pursuit.
Like ZOMBI, no E? That's really funny.
And then 1987 is Asphalt. Obviously, no one will ever know what those games were, but it's just interesting. Since I was looking at Dice's stuff, I got curious to see what these like companies' first couple games are.
Sure. Oh yeah, I see now looking it up. The Amstrad CPC. What a platform for a zombie, huh? My
Yeah.
fucking god.
Atari, their first Atari game, Defender of the Crown. Asphalt is a racing game. Oh wow. Yeah, a lot of these don't have links. They're so old. Le Matre
Yeah.
des Ames.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Le
Le
Necromancien.
Necromancian. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
What
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
fuck?
The Necromancer.
Oh. Yeah, Le is the, huh?
Feminine
So what
the,
it,
yeah. Feminine the.
they're
We
just
can
so
presume it's a
fucking
female necromancer. I wouldn't know.
so funny. Yeah, and then Zombie got
It's so
re-released
funny.
from the Amstrad CPC. It got re-released to
Asphalt's a mobile
where
game
the
now.
fuck?
It's like a mobile racing franchise. That's fucking hilarious.
Amiga? Amiga?
The
So
Amiga, yeah.
Zombie re-released in 1990 to the Amiga, the Atari, the Commodore 64, DOS,
Yeah.
and ZX Spectrum. I don't even know what that is. Is that another
You
computer?
don't know about the Spectrum, bro? It's
I know a
it's
little bit
worse
about the
than it's.
Spectrum.
Well, that's very funny. I'm a survivor, if you can imagine. But this thing, the ZX
Some would say
Spectrum.
you're stuck in it right now.
Oh my god, brother! The ZX Spectrum, if you can imagine, was a computer that was a keyboard.
Oh, I see the screenshots of it now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah, yeah.
connect, I guess, a monitor on top of it or something, or beside it, something the keyboard connected to it.
Yeah,
Asphalt is mostly mobile now. That is why you probably haven't heard about it. Oh, interesting.
yeah. You had to plug it in to like a TV, or a computer monitor with like a special cable, like not like the default ones from back in the day. It was like weird. But that shit was a nightmare. I've
Yeah,
only ever like. Oh, go ahead. No, please.
no, you go.
I was gonna say, I've only ever like seen them like secondhand, like way after the fact at like garage
Mhm.
sales and stuff. I've never even seen one hooked up personally.
Yeah, Asphalt must be done by another company now. I don't think it's the same Asphalt as this because there's no games listed under from Ubisoft. They must have sold the IP or something,
Probably.
or it's just a whole different game because of who knows.
It's so funny for me because like I don't keep up with developers like that, you know? So once I like have a negative opinion of a developer, I don't really have anything to like move the needle back, so to speak, because I don't like
Mm.
follow them like that. But I will forever in my brain, I remember, oh yeah, Ubisoft, they're that dog shit platform. They make only shit games, got it. I recall. Because I remember like specifically dunking on them for like the bad Prince of Persia's and like Red Steel 1 and 2 or whatever on the Wii. I know them for like their shit titles. That's just where they stay in my heart. I'm like, oh, cool. You guys have never done anything good even once, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of tough because all
Just
it takes
Dance.
is like a different team or a different lead to make something a little better. Because like
Yeah.
the game company that comes to mind is like Ubisoft right now because it's really fresh in my mind because Todd just did another interview about kind of a
Sure.
little bit more about the new Elder Scrolls game coming out, but also about some of the other games and what's happening with them. And I felt my blood boil in the interview. I don't know if you've
I'm
obviously you
familiar.
said you don't really keep up with it, but he
Yeah.
basically confirmed that they're not going to a new engine. They're doing what everyone assumed they were going to do. It is the creation engine, the fork that they used for Starfield, but upgraded. So
That's funny.
the same issues, the same problems are going to arise. It's the same fucking engine, of course, and then the same writer. So Emil Pagliarillo will be head writing it. So again, this is the guy who was like, "Why write story for games when some people don't like stories for games and don't just run around the world or whatever?" Lamau.
That's
We have this
hilarious.
fucking guy comes back. So if you wonder why Skyrim had no story, if you wonder why Starfield had no story, it's because this
Right.
guy basically just goes, "Well, you know, they just want to run around anyway. Fuck story anyway, right, guys?" He's your lead writer, you know? So, like, when you have companies that have people on staff like that, I think, yeah, like, you're never going to get anywhere. It's going to be the same game. But I think what's cool about Ubisoft is they've like shuffled around quite a bit, and they're quite bigger
Sure.
than game companies like Ubisoft or no Ubisoft, Jesus Christ, Bethesda or other companies like that. So I feel like they can make a good game because, like, you know, with Hexa, which is the next Assassin's Creed game coming out, they're actually going back to a more linear storytelling. It's not going to be
Sure.
the big open world RPG games like the last three have been. So
Right,
it's
right,
kind of
right.
cool to see them take some of the stuff that worked from the big RPG open world games, and they're like scaling it back to something more linear, which I like.
Oh, okay.
I'm a real fan of like a linear RPG, right?
Sure, 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 sure.
I like the idea of having a world to explore, but I like my story having the beats they, you know, you go here, then you go there, then you go there, then you go there. I want my story told in like a singular way, not how like Diablo 4, for example, where they're like, yeah, pick whatever zone you want. Who cares? It's modular story, blah blah blah, whatever. And then nothing makes sense because it's four random stories. I hate
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't.
I hate that
Modular
shit.
story is such a fucking. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, I want linear stories from now on in games. I'm fine with them having side stuff to do. I'm fine with all that stuff, but specifically, um, like this modular story shit. I just can't do. I hate.
And you're right to not. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah, and to be specific, I'm not talking about games like Oblivion, for example, where there's a bunch of stories for you to do and they let you decide what stories to do. I'm talking about stories that you can tell they were supposed to be done in a certain order and then you do them out of order and nothing makes sense, but they made it non-linear for the sake of doing it that way. It just doesn't make
Sure.
sense to me. You know what I mean? Oblivion, I think, because they're more self-contained stories, it works, right? It just depends on the situation,
Okay. 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 I
if
fuck with
that
that a
makes
little bit.
sense.
Sure. But if listen, I don't think either of us are gonna run defense for modular stories in general.
No, I couldn't run.
That's not.
I fucking
Yeah.
hate that shit.
We're not gonna be out here being like, you know what though? Modular story actually is tight. Let's really
I
ship
mean,
that one.
if they do it right, but I say that and I'm like, what is doing it right? Because I haven't seen a lot of games do modular storytelling right. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't think I've ever
Uh,
seen that.
I can only I can look back to maybe one game that I had a really good time with the storytelling on, and that's because there were enough threads that the modular storytelling made sense. And that was
Okay.
Assassin's Creed not Odyssey, but Origins, the one in Egypt. Um, it made
Oh,
sense.
okay.
It's kind of a throwback these days, but it had nonlinear storytelling, but it kind of made sense. It had enough. It had enough threads to where even if you go to a different storyline, there's enough meat on the bone there that relays back to the main story, and that's tight with me. Um, it's when shit's done half-assed and you're like, these zones. A good example is like World of Warcraft Dragonflight expansion. Not this current expansion we're in, but the last expansion, where like everything was just all over the place. And then my last zone I was doing were these like centaurs, and that's tight. And then you find out the story for that area is just men are bad and we're like girl boss sent lesbian centaurs. And it's like,
Of course, they're horse girls. Sure.
and I'm just like, I don't, what did this have to do with the campaign I just did at all? And that was really unfortunate because I like those types of zones that are like foresty and like rolling hills type zones. And I get there and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? You know? And that's
Well,
kind of
sure.
tough. But yeah, it made no
Hmm.
sense to the story, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this? Like, this could just not be in the game, and like I would be just as informed with the story, you know, stuff like that."
Yeah. Yeah, anytime something like doesn't seem connected narratively, that is
Yeah,
frustrating if you're playing a game where the narrative is like the driving point.
yeah, that's that. Stuff like that happens when you have toxic positivity and you have the can't say no culture. Like everybody's doing great work culture of like, hey, maybe if you just would have told somebody, hey, this is a great story, but not for this zone in this expansion we're telling, fuck off or something, you know? But like
Sure.
when you can't say no and you're like very pro, no one's work is ever bad or no one's work can ever be, you can't say anything negative about it. It's like, we get this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And then High Guard has a bunch of people blaming the fucking. Yeah, I hear you.
High guard, high on their own supply guard.
That's very funny, Connor. I like that one a lot.
One was
Man,
tough.
I'll tell you what, bro. I feel like my main game genre for the first several consoles was RPGs. Even though I'm not like that's probably not my main anymore. Maybe it is. I'd have to really think about it. I don't think I'm not sure. I feel
What do
like RPGs
we
were like my main shit for like a really long time.
what do we call Crash Bandicoot and Spyro? What are those? Those are
Action
platformers?
game.
Action?
I don't think Spyro
Because
would
Crash
be a
Bandicoot is definitely on
hmm.
rails. That is quite
Well, it for
literally
sure is on rails, 100%.
a game that is just on rails 100%. We would call them platformers.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I
Yeah,
guess mine would be platformers and RPGs because I put a lot of time into Crash Bandicoots 1, 2, and 3 and Spyro 1, 2, and 3. Those would
yeah.
be like the games I would be playing. But then I got into like the JRPGs, didn't really know what they were at the time. But then looking back, I was like, oh yeah, I was basically playing JRPGs. It's very funny
I
before I ever
guess
knew what they were.
like thinking about it, like even as an on rails game, Crash Bandicoot, I mean,
Mhm.
like Crash and Spyro are still pretty similar, like Mario and Banjo Kazooie, all things
Yeah.
considered. So
So
yeah,
those were like
platformer does feel right.
my platformers, and then obviously like Pokemon and stuff for the Game Boy and all that kind of stuff. Turn-based strategy
Yeah.
type shits. A lot of
Right.
strategy stuff. A lot of strategy stuff always caught my eye when I was younger. I didn't really quite know why, but obviously now I'm like, okay, well, I do like strategizing and figuring out comps and all that kind of stuff.
Let me ask you this: in your gaming
Mm,
repertoire, what
sure.
you know about Monster Rancher Explorer for the Game Boy Color?
What don't I know? What do you
Oh
know
my
about
god, you were
fucking
in there?
Monster Rancher fucking home for the PlayStation 2? I was throwing discs in there all day long, bro.
But you did play Explorer though on the Game Boy. That's crazy. I feel
I
like no
had it,
one
yeah.
else has ever. God, you're so sick for that. You're the only other person on Earth I've ever met who actually played that game.
Could I tell you everything about it right now? It's been a while, but I played that. I was in there with the Battle City on the Game Boy Advance for Yu-Gi-Oh! I was in
Yeah,
there
yeah.
with all the Metabots games, um, Battle
Did you ever play
Network
the?
games for the.
Did you play the Game Boy Advance Digimon game that's like Super Smash Brothers, where you beat the shit out of each other and little orbs fall around and it powers you up so you can Digivolve? What happened,
Did
man?
you ever play Digimon World for PlayStation?
The second one. I didn't play the first one.
Played both.
Was the first one tight?
I played all Digimon games. You can imagine. Yeah, it was tight. It was pretty good.
Oh my fucking god. What happened, bro? Games used to be so tight all the time. Maybe
I
I'm
don't know.
rose-colored glasses. Maybe I'm being shitty about it. Maybe this is like bad faith.
Well, I do know Digimon World 1 was this is a little shitty or whatever, you know.
Power Rangers Rescue on Game Boy Color. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead right.
Not Power Rangers Rescue.
That's tight. Fucking tight. Sabrina the Teenage Witch for Game Boy Color. We fuck with that. Surely we fuck with that. What the fuck do you mean no? Excuse me?
I've never seen a single episode of Sabrina Teenage Witch.
Any of them? Like none of the various series.
No.
Not the animated one, not the live one with Melissa Joan Hart, not the.
No.
None of them.
The only Melissa I subscribe to sings Avril Lavigne songs.
First of all, rest in peace. Big shout out. Pour one out for Avril. Yeah, true. I'm glad we're on the same page about that now. It took a while, but we got there, boy. But Sabrina the Teenage Witch was tight. Although I didn't fuck with like the like serious tone Netflix ass one or whatever, the new adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I didn't fuck with that.
I'll do you one better. Fire Emblem games for Game Boy Advance. I was in there with those.
Yeah, they were really good.
I don't remember which game it was, but you'll probably know what I'm talking about. I had a game where it used the light sensor on the Game Boy Advance.
Tai, the power of the sun is in your hand.
Played that.
Yes, sir.
Didn't know what the fuck was going on, but we played that.
Yes,
Harvest
sir.
Moon. I was kind of in there with the Harvest Moon.
I know Bulk Tai immediately.
Trying to think of what else. What else?
Yo, Bulk Tai, the sun is in your hand is one of the coolest games ever made conceptually. That's a dope fucking game. For audio listeners who maybe are too young or too goofy to know what that is, it was like an isometric camera run around action game on the Game Boy Advance, but your character is powered by the sun narratively. So to reflect that, if you're playing at night or in the dark in real life, the light sensor on the cartridge makes it nighttime in the game, so you lose HP and your damage is low. But then if you are under a strong light or outside when you play, the real life sun powers up your character and makes you like regen HP and do triple damage and go crazy. So if you're like playing in a brightly lit room or if you're playing outside in the sun, you're just like cracked cuckoo beans bananas and you fucking roll that game over. It was so tight, man. Except I always had to play with like a flashlight at night because my mom was be like, "Okay, time to go to bed," and I'd be like, "But I'm not tired." And she'd be like, "No, but you gotta go to bed." And I'd be like, "Okay," and we had bunk beds, right? So I was on the bottom bunk and I would like put blankets like under the little rungs to make like a tent so that they couldn't see the worm light on my Game Boy Advance shining down on my. I was like, "You don't tell me when bedtime is, brother."
I remember hanging out at sleepovers and stuff, and my friend also had a bunk bed. And I just remember we'd just be up all night with our fucking our little wiggle lights or whatever, and our Game
the worm
Boys
light,
and
yeah, the corkscrew light,
yeah,
brother.
What about Advanced Wars? You ever play that?
I like Advanced Wars. I almost bought the remakes on Switch. It was really close.
And then I think the only other games I can think of at the moment are like the Sims games, Sims Herbs, the Herbs, fucking goofy ass game.
I recently had to find out what that was.
It was bad. It was
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
But also a good time wasting game, you know. I can't think of anything else, honestly. I wasn't super. I was more into my PlayStation.
Well, Battle Network, surely.
I was more, well, yeah, Battle Network for sure. All of the Battle Network games, all of the Metabots games, all of the Pokemon
Yeah.
games up until like Ruby and Sapphire,
So like Gen 1,
something
2,
like
you were in there.
that.
Gen 3, you bounced.
Maybe Gen 3 was my last one.
Well, because you like the beauty contest stuff, right?
Yes.
That was in Gen 3. That was Ruby Sapphire that had the beauty
So
contest stuff.
Gen 3 would probably
Ooh,
have been the
wait, am I
last one.
huffing paint right now?
I don't know.
No, I'm right.
That's
Because Feebas is from Gen 3 and it evolves by beauty. No, I'm right. Just kidding. I'm right. JK.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I can't really think of anything. I didn't play. I played a lot of my Game Boy, but I didn't play as much as like my PlayStation, the PC stuff. Um, yeah, I think that's it for me.
Audio listeners don't have the context, but the Twitch chat, big shout out to Tack and the Power of Juju on the PS2. What a homie call out. That's big.
Hack and the Power of Juju. I don't even know what that is.
What?
Never even heard of that in my
I
life.
thought you were a PlayStation guy. That's crazy.
Oh, okay. I know exactly what this is. I didn't play it myself, but I know what it is.
That shit went crazy. Metroid Fusion was banging. Probably like the third best Metroid game? Top 3 for sure. Well, maybe not anymore.
How about this?
Yeah,
Do
maybe it
you
is.
know?
Yeah.
Trying to find the game.
I wonder if any of our audio listeners or Twitch chat know the game for the GameCube, Lost Kingdom. That game that's peak ball knowledge. That's Lost Kingdom was fucking crazy.
Do you remember a game
Kingdoms?
called Tail Concerto for the PlayStation 1?
If you can imagine, and this might be wild to me to say, I have never. Now understand that I'm not being rhetorical with this. I have never held a PlayStation 1 controller or played a PlayStation 1 game. Not one time.
So this is a game that brings back memories. The link, it got really fucky there. But
Okay.
when I was younger, I went to GameStop to trade in a bunch of games to like get a new game with my buddy Nick.
Wait, it's so cute.
Yeah, with my buddy Nick, right? And
So this was the beginning of your arc, is what we're saying.
Well, no, if you could imagine, I'm literally in the store. I can't get shit because I traded in 4 games. I think they gave me like $5. It was like back when GameStop was insane with that shit, right? So I got like $5. And this game, it was used, but I saw the artwork and I was like, oh, as a robot, and it looks kind of cute. And so I just remember getting this game, and it was insane.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it. That's really all there is. I don't remember much about it, but I remember this box art because I was so upset that I couldn't buy shit. But then when I found this game, I was like, okay, well, I guess, you know?
I guess. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, brother. There was some peak gaming back.
I think that's my first JRPG, if I'm being so for real. I think that's my first ever JRPG ever in my life.
Tail Concerto?
I think it is. I think because that's PlayStation 1. That's PlayStation 1. I mean,
That's a JRPG.
I guess are we labeling Pokemon a JRPG? Because it's Japanese and RPG, I guess.
Well, yeah, it is most definitely in a JRPG, 100%. Yeah,
well,
no two ways about that.
Pokemon was my first one, but my non-first Pokemon game JRPG would be Tail Concerto.
This has like an HP bar though. Like this is a JRPG.
Yeah,
it looks like it'd be like Mega Man Legends or something, where you just like running.
JRPG adventure game for the PlayStation 1, 1989, 1999.
Tight.
An action RPG featuring dog and cat characters in a steampunk world developed by CyberConnect 2. So what they did was they caught me. They caught my heart.
Right, that's where they got the hooks in you, and then dot
And
hack.
then dot hack happened, and then I was done for. It was
I
over.
see, I see.
Players control a waffle Rias, a police dog,
Sure.
to catch mischievous cat thieves, featuring charming 3D platforming and mecha combat.
Have you ever heard of Maximo versus the Army of Zin?
No,
Me
but you'll
either,
be
but I'm looking
happy
at
to know.
screenshots and it's tight.
You'll be
Go
happy
ahead.
to know this was a cell shaded game. Maybe one of the first question mark
The
or a
art
cell
style
shading
of
been a
that
while.
Tail Concerto game, it looks almost exactly like Mega Man Legends to me.
Mm.
So definitely it was like same era. I wouldn't like be, brazen enough to say which one came first or anything like that. But this is a relatively common art style back then.
Mm.
I don't know like the release dates and stuff. I'd imagine this style originated in like probably 96 or 97. I don't know how old this game is though. Tail Concerto.
1989.
I'm sorry?
1989.
Tail
1990.
Concerto is from 1989 on the PlayStation 1. PS1 was out in 1989? Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Now I see. Now
Dyslexic.
hold on, because I'll tell you what. If the NES and the PS1 are around at the same era, the NES would not have done well. That's crazy.
Dyslexic. The dyslexia got me. 1998, 1999.
Oh my god! I had to Google. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, ain't no way.
Yeah, I am out
That's
here
really funny.
rooting careers.
That's
And by that I
very
mean
fucking funny.
my own.
So this would have been like right before Evolution Worlds that looked the same art stylish, but would be right probably after Mega Man Legends. I don't know. I don't know what like the first game with this graphic style was, but I'll tell you what, I fucking love it. Shit's goated.
Yeah, that would be my first ever like proper JRPG, I guess. JRPG
Wow.
action game, if you can imagine, or adventure game.
That's kind of banging.
It is kind of insane that CC2 actually was the one
That is
that
weird.
developed that game.
That is weird.
Because I mean, that's so. It's just like, a game series that has such a huge hold on my life, and then to figure out like years before I even realized what those games were. they
Sure.
actually made this one.
My first JRPG had to be Earthbound on the Super Nintendo, I think.
Yeah, see, I didn't really have any like Super Nintendo. Didn't really have any of that.
think.
God, you know what's insane though? Like looking at I'm just looking at people's old PlayStation collections. Just how many games dominated that were Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy is kind of like the PlayStation game with how
Yeah.
many games they put out. It's kind of
Right.
insane.
Yeah.
It's baffling to me. All like those games they were able to just push out like that.
Yeah, for the people who don't know, like audio listeners or Twitch chat that weren't like around or aren't familiar, because I mean, that was the '90s, so it's relatively good chance that a lot of the homies listening to this right now they don't know. But if you are unfamiliar, PlayStation and Final Fantasy hand in hand, Super Nintendo and Final Fantasy hand in hand also were like big, because the first 7 Final Fantasy games, only 4 of them ever came out over here. We didn't get 3 of the first 7. Not the first 3, mind you. We got
Yeah.
1, 3, and 6. We didn't get 2, 4, 5, I believe.
Mhm.
Someone can correct me on that. I might have that backwards. I'm pretty sure that's right. But yeah, we got, I believe, actually 1, 3, 6 as 1, 2, and 3. So if you go buy like Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo, it's actually Final Fantasy 6 in Japan. You know what I mean? Oh, we got 4-6. Okay, well, 1-4-6. So we didn't get 2-3-5. But when Final Fantasy VII hit on the PlayStation, it was like heralded for the next 20 years as the greatest game of all time, uncontested, hands down by a mile. No one would ever say
Sure.
anything about it. And the only contest, the only well, could also be the greatest game of all time, was Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the N64. Those are the only two games in the running from 1998 or 9, I forget, up until 2012. It was like a 14-year window where no one would dare say a word against those. And only at a point where kids were trying to be counterculture, be like, well, I actually don't even think that game's that good. So I have a more nuanced opinion than you. That was the beginning of the fall off of that. But anyone that was around and alive at that time, no. It was universal, ubiquitous. It was crazy. Those games popped the fuck off. So if you're a Nintendo guy, you're an Ocarina guy. If you're a PlayStation guy, you're a Final Fantasy guy. And there was basically no getting away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
FF and PlayStation that was it. And then 8 dropped, 9 dropped, 10 dropped, and it's like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, PlayStation just had so many great games in general. They were able to put out PlayStation 1 and 2, they were just able to put out games just so easily, effortlessly, really, you know?
They went
And
crazy.
now it's like you don't really get that anymore. Even though there are, you could say, more developers, but everything takes so long now. You're lucky, you're not getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fucking 7 Final Fantasy games in one console. It's just not happening. But here they are, fucking PlayStation with, all these different games. It's
Yeah, PlayStation
remarkable.
got Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9.
Tactics, Origins.
Yeah, true. 10 for sure.
And I don't know, Chronicles. I don't know what any of this shit is, but damn, it's crazy.
Oh, Crystal Chronicles?
Final Fantasy, it just says Chronicles. I don't know. Final Fantasy Origins.
Oh, no. Final Fantasy Chronicles is a different thing.
I'm just looking at the games laid out on a table.
Yeah, no. Okay, so
I don't know shit about shit.
This is okay. No, so okay, I got you. So Final Fantasy Chronicles is actually a 2-game disc that is Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger.
Crazy.
Yeah, because Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy game. I don't know if you knew that or not.
There you go. Chrono Trigger, bam, there.
Yeah.
It's just so much. Yeah, it's just so much.
Yeah. People like to say that it's not because it doesn't have Final Fantasy in the name, but
it's set in the
tell
world
that
or
to
whatever.
Square Enix, brother.
Could you? RPG Maker had a game for PlayStation.
Yeah, that's true. 2, I think.
I only have one here, but yeah, I imagine 2.
Yeah.
Soul Frontier, Rhapsody, Soul Frontier 2.
I'll tell you what, people get upset when you say Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy game. They get defensive. They're like, no, it's fucking not. Don't say that shit.
You know what they can do?
It is, though.
You know what they can do?
What can they do?
Fucking eat my whole ass. I don't care. Cry about
I want
it.
you to know, the way that you led into that, I thought you were going to say into podcast just because that's how you segue out of it every time. And
Jesus Christ.
I was like, that's really early. It's a crazy way to end.
I don't think it's been an hour yet.
No, I was like, that's a crazy way to end a pod. It's so early. That's odd. Okay, well.
Damn.
I see. Big man's got shit to do. My bad.
Yeah. You know what's cool about the old
Hilarious.
.hack games? If you put the spines of them all up, they make a little picture like the Dragon Ball Z games did. Or
Oh,
not
that's
games,
fun.
but
The
the
books,
Dragon
the
Ball Z
manga.
manga or the tapes did. So that's also
That's
why I
cool.
really loved .hack back in the day. So I was like, oh wow, it makes a little picture or whatever.
I'm like, no, mom, you don't get it. We have to get the rest of. I have to get the rest of the picture.
Yeah.
I have to get the rest of the picture, mom. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, bro. Games are so tight. Games are so fucking good. Games are so fucking sick and good and tight and good. And motherfuckers just don't get it.
Yeah. I'm glad that I grew up in the 90s and got to experience a lot of this stuff. Obviously, I didn't experience everything because I had the things I liked, but Man, just to like be able to experience these games as they were coming out, like the Crash
Yeah.
Bandicoots, the Spyros, it's just man,
I'm
it
gonna
was
ask
just
you.
so good.
I'm gonna ask you a crazy, obscure ball knowledge question right now.
Hmm.
Did you fuck with the Wonder Swan color?
Fucking excuse me?
The Wonder Swan color.
No, I don't. No, that's
It was
before
like
my time. You're a little older than me, I think.
it's not. It's not. It's not before our time at all. That's Game Boy Color parts competitor, baby.
Yuck, that looks fucking terrible. I'll say that.
What?
That looks bad.
We're hating on the Wonder Swan color right now? No shot?
I love how the games look like the chips they use in fucking Battle Network, though. That's very funny.
That's crazy. I'll let you know this was released in 2000 though.
Oh, interesting. So
Or
it's like an
99.
emulator or whatever.
No. It's like a Game Boy
Oh,
Color. You
you know
put
what I've
cartridges in it. It's a Game
actually
Boy
thought
Color.
about? You know what I've actually thought about? Buying one of those
What?
modded fucking Game Boy Advance, the ones with like the battery and the emulator kind of like loaded up in.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
has all the games or whatever. Like those are kind of sick, but like $200, bro. Fuck me. Just get a
I'll tell
Dolphin
you what.
emulator and call it a day.
I was gonna say I'd rather just emulate them on my PC for fucking free, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I just like the idea of having something to like take on a plane or like fucking, you know what I mean?
I don't
Not
mean
that
to
my
be this
phone
guy right
couldn't
now.
just fucking do that, but
I don't want to come at you sideways right now. You be
what?
flying a lot?
I could be. I might be invited to some weddings. I don't know. You know, those haven't come through yet, but maybe they would, you know? God.
Fucking dead. I could be. Alright, well, my bad. You're right. Soon TM.
Surely soon, yeah. I'm flying literally tomorrow.
Oh my god. My
Fucking
man needs a
nowhere.
Wonder Swan color stat.
Look, I just need somewhere to go, okay? First. And
True.
then I just get my Wonder Swan and I'm good, you know?
Did you have an N gauge?
I had a scanners. Remember scanners?
I do remember scanners with a
I
Z.
had
I
the
remember
green one.
scanners.
I had the green one. That was the only way my mom could get me to go shopping with her. She would take me shopping and I would scan everything in the fucking place we were going. Get hella
That's really
shit.
funny. If you
Bye
can
bye.
imagine,
Good.
if you can imagine, an N gauge was a Game Boy competitor made by Nokia.
Engage.
The N
Like
gauge,
N,
yeah.
like N.
The
gauge?
letter N hyphen GAGE, like the word engage, but it's N hyphen GAGE.
Ooh, I fucking hate that. Why does it look like a sidekick? Why does that look like probably a.
Seems to be the
Did
problem.
Nokia do sidekicks? Because like that'd be very funny because they look very similar.
Owl knows about it. Owl knows about the N gauge. Owl knows what's up.
T-Mobile did. Samsung did the sidekick. Oh, god damn it. That's very
Yeah, the N
funny.
gauge was huge. And I'll tell you what, it was literally just a Game Boy. Like you had to put a cartridge in the back, it was Game Boy.
Yeah, no, I don't. The only handheld I ever had was Game Boy Advance, SP, 3DS.
I see. Perhaps it would sell it for you if you could see the screen of an N gauge with something on it. I'm gonna send you a screenshot here.
I
Check
googled
this
it.
out.
I had it up on Google.
I just
Yeah.
feel like that really sells it when you see what the graphics look like.
No, yeah, I saw that exact picture. Actually, wasn't sold.
What the fuck? How could you not be sold? Okay, I see what's happening. Maybe you need the clarification that it had a 1.2 inch screen. Now we're impressed.
Not really. Impressed? No,
What the
couldn't.
fuck?
I couldn't imagine.
This guy's asking too much. Spoiled, forgot his roots. SMH. This is goddamn crazy. this this guy's like, I'm out the ghetto. Fuck you guys. I'm never seeing y'all again.
I just never like my mom would have never known about this, you know. I was informed by like my mom was informed by a lot of like what my best friend Nick would get, right? Because like they had a lot of money, so he was getting like
Oh, and Nick didn't know ball. I see.
well, I don't think he didn't know ball, but they were just, you know, he was into Game Boy, so I'd get a Game Boy, or, you know, he had a Nintendo, so I'd get a PlayStation, you know, stuff like
I
that.
see. I see. I see. I see. Unlucky for your boy.
Yeah, I don't really, I mean, I don't think I was missing much. I'm gonna be honest.
What the fuck? Are you
I'm
out
gonna
of
be
your
honest.
mind?
I'm gonna say something controversial. Fuck Nokia and fuck the N gauge, dude.
What?
I'm gonna say it. I said it with my chest. I said it
Ain't
with
no
my
way.
whole
Ain't no
body.
way. You just said that right now. That's
I said-
crazy.
I literally said that shit for real.
Okay, I see what's happening. Maybe you
Uh.
maybe you don't have the grasp. Okay, I don't blame you.
Oh,
Let me put this in perspective. The N-Gage
I've
had
never
64 games on it.
If you could imagine, I'm gonna say something I'm not gonna say something actually not controversial. I've never understood something more in my life. I've never
What?
grasped something more in my whole adulthood. That just
Okay,
looks
but
like shit.
yeah. No. Okay, you're not seeing the vision.
Yeah.
That had Civilization 1 on it.
Hear me out. The PC also had that, and it didn't look.
But you can't
half
take
as
that
bad
on
as
a
that.
plane.
You need to get PC on a plane. I mean, you might have to buy another seat for it, but it'll be there. You know.
I'm trying to help you in your flying situation, if I'm honest. I'm trying to assist.
My flying situation's all right. You know what I mean? I'm good.
Okay, well. But you can play the Elder Scrolls Travels Shadow Key on it.
Yeah, but hear me out. Fuck whatever that is. You feel me?
Excuse
An
me?
extra seat for your. Well, Dean, if you could imagine, the extra seat would just be for me spilling over into the other seat.
Oh, no.
That's all that is.
My man's doing the self-deprecation, not like this.
Nah, it's
Please,
just
brother.
whatever. It'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes.
All of this is to say, fuck Ubisoft for real. And I mean that from my fucking heart.
I mean, I guess it just, yeah, sure. Just be like that.
I just don't fuck with them. There's a couple of games from Ubisoft that I like, to be clear. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say every Ubisoft game is complete shit. But as a studio, I mean, if they made 200 games, I might like 6.
Sure. And I understand. I see the problem. Them being French, you know, I get it.
Well, yes. That doesn't do them any favors. Although I don't think they're French, right? They're from
Ubisoft
Montreal.
is French.
French
They're a
Canadian.
French company. They're French, yeah.
Canadian. Right?
No. Yeah, Ubisoft's a French company founded by the Guillemot brothers and is headquartered in Montreal, France.
Oh. Interesting.
I don't know how to say the name
I
of
thought
that.
they were
Montreal, France. French company.
Am I dumb? Did you not just spell Montreal?
France, yeah, in France.
Canada.
France.
French Canadian.
No, what the fuck's your problem? France. In France. They're headquartered in France. What the fuck?
Well,
I don't. France.
I don't think that Quebecois can be.
Oh, that's not how you spell Montreal. That's a whole different city. Montreal is Montreal.
And what'd you spell? MON what?
Montreal.
Oh, I see. So it's not Montreal, it's Montreal.
Yeah, France.
Got it. Ah,
They have
that
a
does sound more
studio, I
French.
believe, in Canada. Yes, one studio or one office.
Well, yeah, Ubisoft Montreal.
They are based out of France.
Interesting.
I don't know what Montreal does though. I know it's one of their bigger
Nothing.
studios
Oh, the studio.
for the world, yeah, but for the studio.
Right. Oh, I misunderstood the question. I'm so sorry. They're the ones that did the Prince of Persia's, among other things.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Rainbow Six, Watch Dogs, For Honor, Splinter Cell. I don't think they
Yeah.
did. Did they do Prince of Persia?
Yeah.
No, they
They did
did.
Warriors
Oh, they did Prince of.
Within. They did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on a different page.
Yeah, they did.
Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, Far Cry, For
Yeah.
Honor, Prince of Persia, Splinter Cell, Watch Dogs, Child of Light. I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna say something crazy. I'm gonna say something insane. Knowing that
Oh, it's a
they're
side
a
scroller.
French
What the
company,
fuck?
knowing they're a French company, it
Mm.
makes a lot more sense they were willing to bankroll Naruto Rise of the Ninja.
Do the French
Piece
like
of shit game.
Naruto for some reason?
No, they just have bad judgment.
Mm. I
Yeah.
mean, Naruto in general is kind of cringe for me, but I don't want to upset any Naruto heads out there, you know?
Yeah,
Get that
Naruto is
little
kind of
lower.
bad. I'll upset the Naruto heads. It's okay. I'll do it. I'll be the guy.
A lot of games based on anime is kind of bad. I'm gonna be honest. Some would just be in there and say it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're almost as they might actually be worse than movie tie-in games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did play a handful of them that are okay. And some of the fighting games aren't bad. Like the Dragon Ball Z fighting games are
I
hit and
remember
miss,
playing a
but
couple Full Metal Alchemist games for the PlayStation 2 that
yeah,
were
I
pretty
had
good
those.
back in the
I
day.
owned those for a while.
Yeah, those were pretty good. Some older
I like the first
some
one.
older games back in the day were pretty good. I don't think I've seen anything these days. Like the Sword Art Online games are fucking trash. Like all that shit
I
is
found that out
just
the hard way, and I'm sad about it.
Sword Art Online. I'm so sorry. People
Yeah, I
so
bought Fatal Bullet, and I wanted it to be good so fucking hard, and it
and then
was
you
like
wanted
really
to put a
shit.
bullet in your face. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
So I've kind of been on this. I've spent my life trying to tell people about how shit Sword Art Online is actually, and kind of try to tell them about the good our Lord and Savior who's been buried and dead for a while that is just on the comeback. Dot hack, and I try to tell people all the time, you know, dot hack ran so Sword Art Online could fumble essentially, and and fumble it does all the time. It just fumbles and fumbles and fumbles.
Really, you don't like Sword Art Online, huh?
I mean, it's like when you make Kool-Aid and it tastes really good, but you have to water it down because you have your whole family coming, and then you just pour water in there and no more sugar. And then it just tastes like, wow, this flavored water with no sugar tastes exactly how I thought it would. No flavor. It sucks. It's trash. It just has food. It's just food coloring and water. Oops. It has essence of whatever flavor it was. That's kind of Sword Art Online, if I'm being honest. And look, I might be a little, hey, I might be a little biased. You know, I am um the sole owner and runner of the old Dot Hack podcast, if you can imagine, on
I recall you
iTunes.
mentioning that. I do remember that.
Yeah, I
I
was
want you to
the
know.
owner and showrunner of that
I
back
want you to
in
know.
my middle school days. Yes.
Very important.
Tell me.
DMs. I want you to know I thought that and didn't say it out loud, and you're welcome because I'm a good friend. Just so you know. I just thought you would want to be aware because it's hard to understand when something doesn't happen because you can't perceive a not happening thing. But that didn't happen just now, and you're welcome. Hmm.
It's my response.
That's very funny.
But yeah, so fuck Sword Art Online for real,
There was a
forever
lot
and all.
of there was a lot of like weird rapey content in SAO. Yeah, that was pretty hard to deal with. The old
I mean, not
sexual
only
assault
that, but just
online.
the fucking story is just so fucking just bad.
Yeah, that's
It's just
also
bad.
true.
I actually just found some stuff out for the first time. I not about Sword Art Online, but I was up late with Chibi and some homies just yapping about dot hack one night. And I was showing them just some different parts of it. And I realized whenever I downloaded the original dot hack show from my DVD collection onto my Plex server, fully own the IP, own the DVDs and transferred them digitally, and did not download them from a third party source. Um, I realized that there are two extra episodes I've never seen of the original
What
show.
the fuck?
They're actually fucking game tie-ins for the original 4 games.
Oh, like OVA type shit?
It's an OVA of the beginning, basically like the prequel of the game, which is very fucking interesting to me. I didn't ever know those existed. So that was kind of like a whole new thing for me. I was like, "Oh shit, that actually makes a lot of sense and everything ties in really nicely."
Love that.
So that happened, and I was like, "Fuck it, I guess I'm gonna download the original or the games that were released on Steam and play them again." So I have those downloaded, and I'm just gonna play them. Just gonna. I don't even think it's gonna be a stream thing. It's just gonna enjoy them. Oh man.
That's kind of tight. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
like that.
if people are interested, I'll stream them, but I don't think they're. I don't think dot hack is like a. There's not gonna be a lot of people interested. I don't think in that. I like it, but
Have you considered not a lot of people are interested in that because you didn't get them interested yet?
well, that's true. Also, man, the next game coming out, I'm excited. I know you're kind of like, oh, CC2, oh, but I mean, they did a really good job on all 8 games they released in the series, and I'm just excited.
I want it to be really good. Dot
It will
Hack
be really
Zero.
good, I think, because so like the problem always was they were leasing the IP from Bandai to make the games, and Bandai always would step in and like meddle a lot and make not the games worse, but like they could have been better than they were. So they always had to like scale down the scope and shit. And if CC2 is doing this as a passion project of like, hey, we want this IP to be like back out there in the world, I'm excited for it because that means if they're doing everything, that means they're not going to be held back by Bandai. And I'm excited for that for real.
You think that Bandai was the problem?
It's not even a thing. It's just we know, like
Oh,
they've come out and talked about it. Like
really?
this isn't speculation on my part. This is from interviews in
Oh,
the fan base as a whole. Because so obviously CC2 is Japanese, and
yes.
so there is a Discord that translates it all. Well, I mean, the browsers can just do it now, but the fan community Discord I'm in, they translate everything. So we have pretty good translations of what is talked about and everything. And it's been talked about at nauseum that Bandai had a lot of meddling to do with the story and a lot of holding back of the just franchise in general. I mean, to the point where
Oh,
it's been inactive for 17 years because they just fucking hate it, right? Bandai just doesn't see any value in it. So it's just one of those things. It's just an undervalued IP at the end of the
yeah. Hey,
day.
I'll tell you what, and I don't want to paint you into a box here, but like it is interesting. I've known precisely 3 people who are really big dot hack heads. One was deeply unstable, one was a weird little gremlin, and one is you.
Mhm.
Now, I will
Well,
say you are
mm,
beating the formula so far, but that's still
mhm.
2 to 3. 2 out of 3.
Well, I think you
So
just
I don't
happen to know a lot of people who are unstable, and that's not my fault. That's just you just attract those people.
you know
I
Yinny?
was
Hello
kind
Yinny?
of yeah.
She's the gremlin, if you can imagine.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go into her stream later and be like, "Yo, bestie, dot
She's been
hacks
popping
coming
off
back."
on Twitter like 40 tweets straight about how hyped she is about dot hack. She's like
Oh god,
yelling it from the rooftops. Yeah.
I gotta fucking like, I didn't know. I don't really know her like that. I'll have to.
Well, maybe
get
that
to
is
know
your
her.
fault, actually. Maybe that one is your fault.
Well, I didn't. Well, you know her, not me. So I didn't. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. I posted
Just
about
yap it
this
out. You know what I mean?
a couple
Yinny's
hours
great.
after that shit was posted. I didn't sleep. I fucking had 4 hours of sleep that day because I was about to go to sleep, and then that announcement hit my fucking phone, and I was like, I can't sleep now. What the fuck?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Yinny and I know each other under different names from a fan game back in the day, probably.
You know what probably is the case? She's gonna
Mm,
be like, you know, I actually was so into it. I used to listen to this podcast about .hack back in the day.
yeah. Or well, so I think I've talked about this, but we were back when forums were a thing. We're a part of I was a part of a fan game where I think it was somebody's like college game dev like final or whatever. They made dot hack in, if you remember the old Eclipse engine, the old Eclipse Bright engine.
Sure.
So they programmed, made the game dot hack in this Eclipse engine, and we would all like play it. Like it was just at one point there was like
The fan game.
5,000 of us. The fan game, yeah. It
Big.
was
5,000 big.
forums. We had forums, the game. I was doing the podcast forum. Like it was a whole thing for real. There was a bunch of role playing. I mean, everything. It was insane. And of course, I was like in fucking middle school, by the way. So it was just a bunch of like us young fucking degens going around fucking playing this, 2D sprite based game. That
That's
some
fun.
other college fucking dudes made. It was just a good time. And so we still have our Facebook group, and then we have the Discord that was made recently. Because the game still exists. The game's being worked on still. Which
Yeah.
is really cool.
That is exciting. That's big.
Yeah. And so I wouldn't be surprised if she does know about it. I wouldn't be surprised if I know her under like a different name,
That'd be
or
really
we both
funny.
know each other or know of each other.
Well, Yinny's like in our age range, I think. So
Yeah,
she was probably around
she
at
would
the
have
same
been
time.
like on the younger side of the community, like me. So we would have kind of been in there.
Well, hmm,
Well, if she's 33,
like
'cause
you?
I was
What
young.
about that?
I was
Where are you?
pretty young when I was in that. What?
Okay.
I mean,
But
you're
what year
like
was that?
almost 40, first of all.
What
So
year was
don't.
that?
2005, 2006.
A little over the hill already, bud.
Well, if you could imagine, I'm not 46, 47. What are you turning this year?
I'm turning 28 again.
Yes, 37 this year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're over the hump.
I-
You're over mid age. Congratulations.
Do you know how hard it is to be turning 37 and look like I'm an unemployed 22-year-old? It's tough.
True. I was. Do you think you could ever pull off the shaved hair again? Because we were talking about this recently.
Eventually,
That
I'm
you
gonna have
had
to.
your-
Eventually,
Oh no.
eventually, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. Eventually, there's only going to be the ponytail left. I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
I'm not gonna be that guy who's like chrome dome with hair around the side. I'm not doing
Oh,
that.
you're gonna
shit.
just
if
take it
the
off.
top goes, the whole thing goes. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's a conspiracy going around that it already happened, and that's just like a clip-on you have, and you just wear
That's
the
very
hat.
funny.
And
That's very funny. Who told? What the fuck?
I can't speak. I can't talk.
I
about
gotta
my
go beat
sources.
somebody to death in my salon. That's insane. But
It's
I-
nice
yeah.
clip-on pony you have going on.
thank you. I'll tell you what. If it was a clip-on, it would be significantly more luxurious, Lamau. But
Yeah, I don't know what I would do. I would. You know what? I feel like there has to be an angle that I go to Turkey and get hair plugs. You know what I mean? I feel like I can't give it up yet.
oh, is that what you need? That's what you need the
gotta
mobile device
I
for.
gotta do the Elon. I gotta do the
For
Elon.
the
I
flight
gotta
to
do Turkish
Turkey.
hair plugs. I gotta do fucking the Chinese fucking
Sure.
hair implants or whatever. I gotta do something. Gotta
I
do
mean, if you're
something.
gonna spend that kind of money, maybe getting the Game Boy emulator for the flight does make sense. It's a long flight.
That's what I'm saying. It's a long flight. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have something to do on the way to Turkey. You can beat Pokemon Red on the way to
That's
Turkey.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, true. Well, you know, the hair plugs thing is kind of interesting. That's like not the end of the world.
I mean, you could
I
probably
don't
do hair
know.
plugs. Probably.
Do you need to like maintain that shit? You think? Surely you have to
but I
redo it
think-
eventually, right?
I think they scab over as long as you don't fuck with them. Then once the scabs fall off, I think you're good.
Well,
The
no, but I
hair
mean,
has
like,
to like
surely you have to like get like you have to redo it later, you know? That's not like a permanent thing, right?
hair plugs. I mean, as long as they take, I think as long as the transplant like takes.
I'm glad you have all this information for me since you looked into it before for yourself. That's exciting.
True, yeah. I mean, I'm not in danger of it yet, but I know I was more looking at it for you because I know you struggle with, you have that. So I hate to bring her up, in pod, but you and Ariana have,
Right.
you know,
We do have kind of big foreheads.
a well traversed. For, did
I'll
you
tell
see
you
my
what,
meme? Did you see the meme I posted?
with the dotted line.
Well, did
Yeah.
you see the plane? Did you
Plane.
open it? You had to open it.
Sprinting?
It was coming in for a landing. That's the runway. The dotted lines were the. You didn't even notice the plane.
I just saw the dotted lines.
Yeah, the dotted lines are the runway.
That's insane.
The plane's coming in for a landing too. I had to find the perfect shot
Bro.
of a plane actually coming in, tilted up for the landing.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
I'll tell
it
you what,
was.
Death, jokes aside, I wish I had flat bangs for real. Wish I did. Nature
Did you
did
pull 'em
not
off?
grace me with
You
the
could do it.
genetics for that. Nah, I
You
have
could make
such
'em happen.
wispy hair in the front. It's like not good.
I
I
mean,
want
I've
like that, like they're
seen
like the
girls
curtain
like pull
curtains.
off.
I can't. I got wispy
Wh-
shit.
Can't we get those iron-on fucking?
Oh, like the
You know,
sort of.
we just do
Sort of?
iron-ons.
They don't look very good. I've looked into that
I'm sure you
for
could
real
pull
on
'em
God.
off.
I think I can. I think I do pull off flat bangs real hard, but like unlucky, man.
You do a nice side ponytail very well.
Thank you. Oh my god. You're laughing like that's not a compliment, but I thought that was just a sweet thing to say, so I don't
No,
understand.
it's just I did some digging, and I found some
Oh, what on Facebook?
a little double ponytail as well. You had a little double side going on, double fucking ponytail going out.
Oh yeah. I've done the doubles.
were
I've done
kinda in there.
I've done the
Now,
giraffes.
did that throw off the straight boys when you did you get a lot of wins from your card playing days because they just couldn't stop staring at you?
I'll tell you what. Gay's an acronym for good at Yu-Gi-Oh. And that's and that's
Do you
noted in the
so
community.
you are gay?
So that's why I've never won a YCS 2 straight.
Oh, I see.
Unlucky.
But you were good enough to get there though. So really,
I did pretty well.
so you're gay just in a different situation. Like not gay for pay, but you're just you know.
Here's the thing, right? It's like
Not gay when it matters.
this is listen. Here's my thing: is that if I was gay, I would have won nationals, and I'm mad about it.
Sure.
Fuck, man,
True.
feels
So sorry for your
terrible,
loss.
brother. I'll tell you what. I truly
Mm.
wish I was shitty at Yu-Gi-Oh. I wish I was bad
Mm,
because
mm.
being very good but not the best is awful.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a thing that's relatable for people, but like imagine being an Olympic hopeful and then not making it to the Olympics every year by like one spot. That's so much worse than just not trying for the Olympics for real.
Yeah, I don't think that's something I relate with personally, but it is
Sure.
what it is.
Well, I'm sure several people in chat happen to be good at things, so someone's gonna get it. But like,
I couldn't imagine being good at something, but yeah, I'm there. I feel that.
true. Yeah, so I don't know like if the homies have ever like done competing in any venue or foray, not necessarily in Yu-Gi-Oh, but like the way tournaments are conducted, uses something called a round robin format. Are you familiar? Do you know round robin?
I'm familiar. I've never participated in anything. All I've ever participated in is like sports and like battle of the bands type stuff.
Sure.
Format's a little different there, but
Yes, yeah, a little
the
diff.
football you really don't do any multiple games a day, just like one.
Right. Yeah, different situation. So for the
Yeah,
audio
a
listeners,
little
and
diff.
for our little Twitch homies, round robin. Basically, the first round is random. The second round, you can only get paired with people who have the same record as you. So if you won your first game of the day, you will only be paired against people who also won their first round of the day. If you lost your first round, you'll only be paired with people who lost their first round. In round two, if you're 2 wins, no losses, you'll only go against other 2-0s. If you're 1-1, you'll go against another 1-1. If you're 0-2, you go against another 0-2. And it filters that way. So the best player in the room eventually at the end of the rounds, 7 or 8, 9, 10 rounds based on attendance, will be like maybe you have one undefeated and a bunch of like, X1s, however many
Mhm.
wins and one loss.
Yeah.
And then that at the end of those pairings gets cut to the top 8, top 16, top 32 based on attendance, whatever happens to be. And then they do a single elimination bracket tournament, and whoever wins that is the winner. I wanted to win nationals so fucking bad, dude. I even like just like topping nationals would have been incredible. I would have been such a good feeling. In round robin pairing, there is something called being on the bubble, where if you win your
Mhm.
next round, you make the top cut. If you lose the next round, you don't. I have been on bubble and lost that round, or been on bubble, won that round, and didn't make top based on tiebreakers for 8 consecutive years. That was the single worst experience in history. That shit was turbo ass. From 2008 until 2015. Just every time either losing on the bubble or losing on tiebreakers.
Oh my god.
Brother. Fuck, man.
Breaking news, breaking gaming news. Phil
Oh my god.
Spencer is retiring as CEO of Microsoft Gaming effective immediately. He got
Oh
fucking
shit.
ousted. He
Do
got
we
ousted
have a
real
replacement?
quick. Asha Sharma from Microsoft will take over as CEO. Sharma. Don't want to fuck her name up. Asha.
A Sharma?
Sarah Bond will depart Xbox as well. Uh-oh, there's a shakeup going on. Ooh.
Okay.
Um, do we like Phil Spencer? Is Phil Spencer good? I don't
I have no
necessarily know enough.
concept of Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer is just like I guess when you think of Game Pass, he's like the guy, right? I think. She's head of Microsoft's AI core right now.
Asha
Yeah.
Sharma, yeah. That's cool. Well, good.
Wow, he's just out of there. Effective immediately usually means they're like, "Hey, you're retiring." It means he's either getting out of there or
I
they're getting him out of there. You
brother,
know what I mean?
pause immediately.
Tell me.
So Phil Spencer retires, Sarah
Oh,
Bond's out.
Sarah Bond's gone. Yeah.
Asha Sharma is the new Xbox boss. The new
hmm
AI executive is Matt Booty. Booty, Matt Booty.
Why do I know that name and why is that name not good? Hold on.
That's fucking actually crazy to me.
What has Matt Booty done? I don't think that's a good thing.
I just brother.
So, Vice President and Chief Content Officer of Microsoft Gaming. As of February 2026, man, says Executive Vice President and Chief Content Officer for Microsoft Gaming, overseeing content strategy across Xbox Studios. I wonder if this has to do with the low Game Pass sales or Game Pass. Sorry, not low Game Pass sales. Game Pass like stagnating.
Well, here's my thing. I don't have a problem with him. I'm just shocked that it's him. Because you may not know this, he worked on the original Mortal Kombat at Midway.
Who are we talking about? Phil Spencer or Matt
Matt
Booty?
Booty.
I'm not worried about Matt Booty. I think Asha is being brought in to fire a bunch of people. I think there's gonna be a bunch of layoffs. There's gonna be like a reckoning over there.
Well, probably.
I'm a little scared.
But Matt Booty's the new executive AI guy. And he was working on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
He was the former CEO of Midway. Before they got, no longer midweight. But that's fucking insane to me. Weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I said that earlier, Death is effective immediately is either he just wanted to leave or the company was like, hey, you're fucking leaving, but we're gonna be respectful about it. Like, get the fuck out of here. It doesn't have to be violation of like illegal stuff. It could just be they don't want to, like, instead of laying him off and like firing him publicly, they're letting him go and say he's going. Like, it could be
Could
that
be.
too. It doesn't have to
Could be.
be illegal. If it is illegal, they should come out and fucking say he was doing crazy shit and we should all fucking hate him for it. But I don't think. Wow, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that today. That's interesting. Not that it like really matters, but
I don't know if I've ever heard of Asha Sharma before. What do we know what she industry wise what she's done before? What she was?
I don't know, but we can look it up real quick.
Oh. Because if she was just like behind some desk somewhere, then like good for her. That's tight.
I haven't heard her name, but Matt, when you said Matt Booty, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
What's an EVP?
Electronic
Executive Vice President.
Electronic voice
Electronic
phenomenon.
voice.
Oh yeah, the EVPs are electronic voice phenomenons. You haven't seen Ghost Hunters?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Shit. We have a message. We have the Phil Spencer departation message.
Oh boy. Can we run it through ChatGPT and get all the corpo speak out of it? Kidding.
One moment. I'm ChatGPTing.
Phil Spencer message. I do, yeah. Satya Nadalia message. This doesn't seem good. I mean, it could be good. Maybe they want to integrate more AI stuff into the gaming.
Oh,
sector,
homie was
and
saying
that's
he was
why-
wanting to step away last fall. So I think this is just like the final like execution point of a thing they've been working on for a couple of months now. Or at least publicly, that's the image they want to portray.
That's weird that they would hide that just randomly drop it instead of him being like, hey, I'm just gonna. But I could see it because they don't want to worry investors or whatever. But I would feel like this would worry investors more than that. But hey, you know, I don't work there.
This is AI. This is ChatGPT, by the way, and I know that for a fact. I'm gonna read this sentence to you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, you're right." Bitch, that's the most ChatGPT Model 4 thing I've ever heard in my life.
He's literally duct taped at the fucking Xbox headquarters basement right now. They're beating him senseless. This is actually this is his help me letter.
Xbox has always been more than a business, period. It's a vibrant community of players, creators, and teams who care deeply about what we build and how we build it. And it deserves a thoughtful, deliberate plan for the road ahead. Thanks, ChatGPT, you cunt.
Today, I begin my role as CEO of Microsoft Gaming. Second line. I feel two things at once, humility and urgency. Don't tell fucking Brooke that or she might go crazy. Might have to get the wheel out.
That's very funny.
The emotion wheel. Humility because the team has built something extraordinary over decades. Urgency because gaming is in a period of rapid change. We need to move with clarity and conviction. Yeah, she's being brought into like, they're like, hey, we don't have enough AI in this shit. We need to pump up the AI in this shit. That's what she's being brought in for.
I can't think of a worse thing they could have done than release the ability to play Xbox games on PC.
If anything, that's helped them with Game Pass and stuff, which is their biggest product.
Ain't doing shit for Xbox sales, I'll tell you that.
Well, the 3 price changes in the last 5 months haven't done anything for Xbox sales. That's not Game
True.
Pass's fault.
Kind of is. If you really wanted to play an Xbox game and it was on Xbox only, you'd be buying that Xbox.
Not if it's like fucking $800. I don't know what the prices are now, but I think they're like just this month they're doing another price increase. That's not gonna help the
What?
sales. Yeah.
Yeah.
The return of Xbox. We will recommit to our core Xbox fans and players. We want to celebrate with roots with renewed commitment to Xbox, starting with console, which has shaped who we are. Gaming now lives across devices, not within limits of any single piece of hardware. We expand across PC, mobile, cloud. So they're putting more money back into Xbox, but they're going to still release stuff cross platform. So this is basically, hey, I'm doing the same things Phil was doing. I'm a woman, and here I am. Cool.
Brother, I
That's
gotta
tight.
tell you, man, dumb.
Oh, as monetization and AI involves and influence in the future, we will not chase short form efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop. Wow, hold on, wait a minute. She's saying we're not doing this? Now, okay. Do you think this sentence right here or this paragraph is being said to not worry people right now? Or do you think she means this in DM? Oh wait, I didn't
No,
fucking DM the right
I'm looking
person.
at it. I have it up. I'm reading it.
So
Yeah.
second to
No,
last paragraph. Do we believe that?
no,
Do we believe she means that?
hell no. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
I think what they actually mean is that there won't, because here's what she said. Here's what she just said, and I'm going to clarify. For the audio listeners who are not reading verbatim, we will not chase short-term efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop.
As long as it's not soulless.
So what she really said was our AI will be extra good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I mean, she does clarify at the end. Games and always will be art crafted by humans and created with the most innovative technology provided to us. That
Sure.
being AI tools.
And you know what?
Well, let me rephrase. I don't mind AI tools if it's for like I think we've talked about this, demoing stuff. If the AI tools are using all of the conglomerate, like all of the internal art and not being used on other people's art somewhere else, I think that's fine. Obviously, no AI art should lead into the final product of a game.
Oh, well, there's
But if
no
it's
such thing as
using,
that, though. Because they would have to
well,
train an AI model in-house, and they're not doing that.
some people are using AI for only their internal like art teams and stuff. It's already kind of being
No.
done.
What I mean is that, like, that AI model has already been outsourced and trained somewhere else to be brought in to be used that way. So it's been trained on external art the whole time regardless. Because you
Yeah, but
can't have a fresh AI
they can
like
limit
model like
what art
that.
it uses, right? And if it only uses their art and their art only makes it into their demos and stuff, like I'm fine with that. Obviously, no AI art should go into a final product. I'm not really on board with that. I don't know. I mean, if Phil Spencer was trying to do this a long time ago and he just finally got the chance to, cool, whatever. We'll see what happens. It's better than whatever Sony's doing right now with that fucking what's his name? Um, I don't know who's over. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Head of studios at Sony.
Sony?
Herman Holst. Herman Holst.
I can't say I've heard that name before, but I do believe
He's a bit of a
Herman
interesting.
Holst.
He's a little bit of an interesting. He took over for the dude who like was putting all their money into fucking live service games. I can't remember his name. He was out for a while ago.
Yeah.
Herman Holst was put in for him, who was nicely let go by Sony because he mismanaged their funds. Wow.
I don't know what I would like to see come of
It is interesting. She has no gaming background, but they put her in charge of Xbox instead of the other dude who has experience. That is a little weird to me. I don't understand that, but like,
Matt Booty, the CEO of Midway
yeah,
2008.
booty man.
Yeah. Yeah, he was literally a game company CEO.
He was also in charge of the gaming, like also the gaming division at Microsoft up until this happened. So it's weird that he's going to AI now and she's doing this. It's a very interesting switch, but I guess we'll have to see what happens. Of course, Twitter is absolutely ablaze right now. People are shitting themselves.
Well, that's
Though I
nothing new
think,
for Twitter, but in this moment,
but
yeah.
I think if they read the article though, people would feel a little less. Well, probably not because it's Twitter, but
I love that you think anyone on Twitter reads.
yeah, I know. Well, that's why I
That's
stopped myself.
tight. Yeah. Very sweet and funny of you.
Yeah, that's tough.
It is a little.
It is tough. It is rough.
Yeah, Xbox do be trending. I'll tell you what, man. Bring back Xbox 360, and I mean that on God.
Xbox 360, huh? That's what we're.
Yeah.
Bring me an Xbox 360 that isn't Red Ring. That'd be tight. I'd be down for
It's
that.
on my desk, brother. Launch model. Never had a problem with it.
You're like the only one.
Well, I don't really have tech issues like that. So maybe I just, I'm the wrong person to ask. So
Yeah, don't open it up and get thermal paste in the CPU socket, though. That might be a little tough.
that would be rough.
That would be tough. Yeah, you might be cooked on that one.
On
So
the
as long
plus
as you
side,
don't open it up, I think it'll be fine.
on the plus side, that motherboard is already dead. So no harm, no foul. Feels good, man.
Well, it was alive until something happened. Red Ring
Sure.
never hurt anybody. You just wrap that bitch in a towel.
That's so funny.
You just bake it for a little bit, and all the solder joints will go back to normal.
Yeah, mine was all good. Mine's just been fine since day one.
Yeah, I bought the first and only Xbox I've ever bought. It red ringed within a week of me purchasing it.
That's tough.
And I don't have usually tech problems like that. I've even had like the fat PlayStation that people were having problems with. I never had problems with it. I mean, I put hours into that thing. So it's just very, very funny.
I wonder how much a PS2 costs actually. How much do you think a
PS2
PS2 is
today?
right now? Yeah. Like if you're just gonna buy
200,
a PS2,
300, 200, 300
think so?
refurbished with controller and game or whatever.
I mean not necessarily. No game's not required, but
I mean, maybe like $100,
Just the console.
$150, depending on what version it is. Maybe the Slim's a little more expensive than the fat one. What company are we like? Are you doing DK Oldies or something? Or are we doing eBay?
I'm down for whatever.
You can do DK Oldies. I'll do GameStop.
I did hit up eBay first. First thing I see is $99.99. It's to slim satin silver console, no cords, tested and works.
Yeah, fuck that. You know what I've seen a lot on eBay lately? They're selling the game case, and in fine print on the actual page, no game.
No game. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck off, dude. Don't use DK Oldies. They're shit. Well, okay. Well, you might think they're shit, but normies are using DK Oldies, so that's a good indicator of like a good price. Like normies are gonna go to like DK Oldies, GameStop.
Slim black PS2.
I have a fat PlayStation 2 console for $160, and that is with one controller. One controller, no memory card, no game.
No controller, no game. $89.90 or best offer.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 151 for pros. I guess that's their new membership. And then if you want to buy it without that, it's 165 without
Huh.
tax. So with tax, probably it gets close to that number, probably. Um, yeah, it comes with one controller, one controller, no box, all of the wires, no memory card.
Oh yeah, they do need memory cards, huh? I forgot. Fuck.
But you can buy Get On the Mic game only for $7.
Get on dumb mic game only for $7 is a steal. That's goaded.
This doesn't even look like a real game. I feel like I feel like I'm getting scammed just by. Oh, sorry. Delete the plus at the end of that. I feel like I'm getting scammed just by looking at this.
You don't know about Get on to mic?
I don't know shit about this. I'm gonna be honest.
How do you not know about Get on to mic?
Highly recognizable hip hop song. Is just karaoke or whatever?
What?
I've never fucking seen this game in my life. This wasn't being rented at my fucking Hollywood video. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, bro. I walk past this game all the time.
Never seen that shit in my fucking life, dude.
Yeah, it's like you know those TikTok filters where you have to like say the name of like a flag or whatever, or like say the name of a color, and then like the little ball goes through the gate. Like green, and it goes to the green gate, and red, and it goes to the red gate. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It's that, but for rapping. It's like Guitar Hero.
Well, yeah, I know what Guitar Hero is. I've just never seen this game.
Yeah.
Like, I know what karaoke games are, yes. But never in my life have I seen this game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe you never played Get On to Mic.
No, never in my life. Well, if you can imagine, I'm not a huge hip hop head.
What? That's crazy.
Couldn't be
You're wild
any
for
less
that.
of a hip hop. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying.
My God. Did the PS2 come in any other colors except white and black? Were they like limited ones or like special ones?
I believe they had special ones. I never had any other than the black one.
Oh.
I want to say
There was
they
a
had
pink
special.
one. Go ahead.
Just trying to remember what I might have seen.
Oh, hit the M's. They had gold, silver, pink, and like 2 different blues.
Nice.
That's fucking fire.
They didn't have any branded ones? Surely they did branded ones.
I don't see any.
Damn, they kind of just didn't do shit, huh?
Complete list of all official PlayStation 2 models and variants. Let's see.
Yeah, I had the black, just base model.
So, yeah, there was the SCPH 30001 North America release. That's like the normal fat black one with the stand or whatever. And then there was the 30,000, which was the same thing without the DVD aspect, which is very funny. And then there was like a primary launch rework called the 35,000 GT. Then they released the Snow White, Super Red, Light Yellow, Astral Blue, Metallic Silver.
Astral Blue sounds tight. I'd be on board with that.
It's basically the same color as a GameCube. Here, I'll send it to you. It's kind of tight looking.
I think I've seen it before.
Then there's Ocean Blue Japan, which was like, remember the old like clear Game Boys? It was that. It was like the clear one.
I saw a picture of that just recently.
Yeah. There was Zen
had a
Black.
Controller? Wait, PlayStation came with a fucking controller? Wait a minute.
Well, yeah, how else you gonna play anything?
No. Like a remote. Like, do you see the remote? It
Oh,
came with a
yeah,
remote?
yeah, 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 for like DVD playback and stuff.
I
You
always
you
just
to
use
use it
my
as like a
fucking my controller for that.
well, same.
Very funny. I don't feel like mine came with that. Or maybe it did and I just fucking didn't know. That's crazy.
No, there's a
I didn't
Japan exclusive. Japan only. Japan only.
but that's in English though. No, but like the controller is in English. Like that's
Yeah,
like
that's what
an
it looks like in
English.
Japan.
Well, surely they would use Japanese
No,
characters on the fucking remote, huh?
no.
I I don't know about that.
Yeah, they use English for all kinds of shit in Japan. Yeah. There's a Toys R Us blue, metallic silver again, but it's like the big one. Aqua blue. That's where Sakura pink came from, Japan only. I wonder if these are region locked. Maybe you can't use the Sakura pink one.
PlayStation was region locked.
Really?
The games
Fuck.
are region locked too. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, it didn't come with a dedicated remote.
So if I
Uh,
got the shiny pink one, I couldn't fucking use it? That
sold
sucks.
separately. I see. You had to buy it. So that's probably why it's in English because they did have them. That's so funny though. I couldn't imagine having that. It would have been very useful to have that, but I couldn't imagine having that.
Well,
It's
I
very
agree with
funny.
that.
Also, man, GameStop's website is fucking shit, dude.
Bro, there was a special gold one that came bundled in Japan with a Z Gundam Blue and a memory card that was like a special Gundam memory card. That's tight.
I hate that gold. I'm gonna be honest. That gold looks like shit.
It's like cartoon gold. It's like fake gold
Yeah,
that
it's
you
like
would see
fake
in
gold.
Minecraft. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the shit that when I go to a fucking pawn shop, they're gonna sell me.
And then there's the Slimmies, little slim guys.
Wow.
There was a Final Fantasy 12 Slim limited edition. That did
Okay.
exist. And
I was
that
gonna
one had
say
like an
they
icon
surely
on
have
it.
gonna do something. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like kind of in there. It's kind of
Yeah,
like in
it's like
the molding or
engraved in the
whatever.
plastic, right?
Yeah, that's kind of tight.
And then there was a slim pink, but it was like hot pink, like for real pink. But it was only available in Japan and Europe. North America didn't get it.
Didn't the Slims, the Slims, when they were upright like that, didn't they like eat up the discs in some of them? Some of the first ones. Wasn't there
Not
a
the
problem with that?
2, but the 3, yes.
Kind of
No.
figured. It was one of them. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, one of them did it. I don't
I thought it
remember.
was the PS2, but I mean, it's been so long.
PS3
I
in hindsight, I don't think stood up.
in fear of that, I always put them on their side because I was like, I'm not dealing with that.
What? So the PS2 Slim is what I had. I don't know about the fat ones, but the Slim one, like the disc kind of locked in. It had like a click. But the issue you're talking about was when I think Xbox 360 did it too. But like if the disc like falls out of the tray a little, it's spinning. It'll just like grind the fuck out of it on the plastic.
Mm.
Yeah. So PS2 Slim wouldn't do it. I don't know about PS2
Y-
Fat though.
Are you excited for your Stardew Pokemon game coming out? Your Poketopia?
Oh, you'd be surprised how not Stardew it is. I don't even know what to call that thing.
I mean, I just saw like a 5-second clip and it just looked like Stardew, but
It
I'm
looks
sure
really
it's not.
cute, but
I
I
mean,
think
the character looks like there's something
that's a Ditto.
not. I see. That's
Yeah.
probably why they look.
Yeah, they have a goofy Ditto
I
face
see.
and like goofy
Yeah.
wiggly Ditto arms. And then like part of the gameplay, you don't get like a shovel. Their arm turns into a goofy wiggly Diglett shovel. You don't get like a watering can. Your arm turns into a goofy wiggly
Yeah.
watering can.
I mean, sure. You know.
So like that's cool that
Not-
Ditto finally gets a spotlight a little bit. It's a shame that it's such a non-game.
It's a shame it's that game.
Yeah, because like I like Stardew, but Stardew has like the mines and some combat. If Stardew was just walking around and talking to people, that would be not much of a game. And unfortunately, that's precisely what this is.
That's tough. I
Yeah.
hate to hear it, really.
It's like, talk to Bulbasaur, who wants grass. And then when you place grass, Bulbasaur gets happy, and maybe a new grass Pokemon will show up. Try to collect all of them in your village. And it's like, okay. So, like, this is like Animal Crossing if Animal Crossing didn't have an island editor, really. It's basically Animal Crossing for, like, the old one. It's like GameCube Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Can I say something controversial?
Yo.
All of the fucking savings I see on this GameStop app or GameStop store, that's like $2. The most savings I've seen from the pro membership is $3.50. I'm just saying that doesn't seem like
That'd be really good if you buy, like, 40 games a year.
$25 a year.
Yeah, so you'd have to buy, what, 14 games for it to break even?
$5
And, like, actually
welcome
have a
reward.
meaningful profit?
$5 monthly reward. Or sorry, $5 welcome reward. $5 monthly pro reward. Free shipping on orders of $54 specifically or more. $5 renewal reward when you auto renew. 10% extra cash or credit on trades, now including smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches. 5% on off digital games. 5% off digital games. Virtual currencies, pre-owned products, collectibles, clearance, GameStop brands, and more. What are GameStop brands? New double purchase limits on most trading card products. Wow. Double purchase limits is very funny.
That's funny.
Pro exclusive deals and drops. Plus 4 pro weeks each year. 2% back in rewards. Damn. That
would pay for itself if you bought like 2 games.
That
seems good.
I'm beyond it. I'm going to say something even deeper. I don't want to be locked in with anything to do with GameStop. I'm going to be honest. That seems like just not.
But their stock did so well.
For a day when they got ran. When they got ran up by a meme.
Whoa.
But by the way, stock isn't doing well right now. We would need another meme run up for that to happen.
Look at this weird ass PlayStation. What the fuck?
That's tough. That hurts. What the fuck is that?
That's the
Is that what the Japanese said?
No, that's the PS. Well, yeah, it is Japan. It's Japan only, but it's a PSX. It plays PS1 and 2.
You know what? I do remember seeing this, but in black.
Weird.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Never seen it, like in person.
And there was one that had a built-in 22-inch screen that was like part of the console.
Yeah, I actually remember that. I had a friend
this
who
fucking
had
thing.
that. Yeah. You could get a briefcase for it. It was like a little case.
What the fuck?
You could like go around with it. Yeah. Very funny.
Well, that's really sad that they're region locked, which means I can't get a pink one. That sucks.
I mean, maybe you could. Maybe there's like an English pink one somewhere.
I just looked at all the official models. It doesn't exist. Rip.
I know specifically all the games are region locked because I was looking at some .hack stuff, and every game is JP region locked. So that would mean the consoles are probably region locked as well.
Yeah, they are. I googled it.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Then I want to play Silent Line Armored Core, but that's only available on PS2, which means I'd have to emulate it, which I don't hate, I suppose, but
what do you suppose the reason for region locking a console is? Like, why does that matter? Surely it doesn't matter. Like, really, you're not doing anything for anybody region locking a console, right?
That's an interesting question.
Like, why would you even do that to begin with? It seems counterintuitive to what you're trying to do.
Well, like,
right?
I'd imagine there are a couple of reasons. Probably it is helpful when you're trying to control release dates of stuff back in the day, pre-internet, where you had physical copy only. When you had like local distribution only, you could just Amazon it. It probably is helpful for controlling the price of things, so people didn't buy the cheaper version from a different country. It's probably a
I
factor.
was actually thinking about it the opposite way. I was thinking if you're getting it from Japan, it would be more expensive because it's like, ooh, this limited edition pink one or whatever. I was thinking from the side of like they're probably making more money on that shit. But I mean, I don't know, maybe not.
Well,
So
no.
international stuff wasn't like too popping back then anyway. Like stuff now is easierly, Jesus Christ. I'm on a roll today. More easily shipped international now than ever before. I feel like
Uh,
God, this
I
website
don't know.
gives me a fucking headache. I can't look at it
It's a
anymore.
little tough because like there's a lot more customs to go through now. Like the logistics are better, but like the customs are worse.
Well, for a while we had shipping deals with like Japan's their like internal like their state shipping would work with our federal, post office or whatever. That'd be easier to ship between the two for a while.
Mm.
You know what I
I'll
mean?
tell you what the big one probably is too. Like the biggest thing. I bet um they didn't want like dissatisfied they probably didn't want dissatisfied customers buying a console that didn't work on their TV, and TVs are region locked. So like if you bought like if you were to buy like a PAL console and try to use it on NTSC TV, it just wouldn't work. And vice versa.
Even if it was just non-region locked. Surely, if there's
No,
no
just the
lock on
TV
it at
itself,
all.
right? Just doesn't work. Now we don't really have that. Now TVs are just
I didn't think about that
globally
actually.
compatible just all the time. But like,
Uh,
yeah, a standard NTSC TV, like you would have to have an NTSC like input from your device. Otherwise it's just not gonna fucking work.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's insane. What the fuck? That sounds dumb. Yeah, I think the only people that do region locking these days is like North Korea. Unironically.
That's funny. But yeah, I'd imagine it's like you want to block importing so you can control like local sales for the sake of price regulation and TV compatibility. Those would be the two biggest ones, I
No,
would think.
fuck them. Bring back the barter economy.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I'm here for that too.
No, I like capitalism too much. I'm good.
A region lockout, digital rights management for the use of blah 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 blah, harder device over region territory, enforced through physical means, blah 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 blah, or through unintentional means introduced by devices only supporting certain regional technologies such as video formats, i.e., NTSC and PAL. Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed back then for TVs specifically. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of cool to
Yeah.
have gotten away from it.
Yeah, the way that I don't know if you ever like sat really way too close to a TV as a kid, but if you put your like eyeball right up on a fucking CRT screen, you can see like the individual like little cells of color, and they have
Yeah.
like the like the there's like PAL TVs don't really work that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, only one of us is wearing glasses, so we can probably figure out who did that and who didn't do it when they were younger.
That's very funny. I'll remind everyone, my vision has never been blurry at any distance. I have no blurred vision. I'm doing great.
And why are you wearing glasses then? Well, what is that helping you with?
I just see a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, right. And that could probably be due to the fact your eyes were cooking next to your fucking CRTV TV.
No,
You're baking them.
my orbital sockets are shaped weird, so there's pressure on my eyeballs in opposite directions.
Yeah, and could that have been because you also put pressure of your eyelids against
Only if
the
it changed
probably
my skull
microwave
shape.
and fucking
Is it a microwave? I'm watching
Well,
my
yeah, you're not
burrito cook
supposed
a little
to.
too close.
You're not supposed to fucking walk up too close to your microwave either. You know.
What?
Yeah, you never heard that? Like you're not supposed to like
That
look
can't
up
be
close.
true.
My mom always told me that when I was little. I think that's a lie. I think that's a mom lie, but why would she lie? You know.
Is it dangerous to be too close to a microwave?
Well, specifically looking into a microwave with your eyes close to the window or whatever. I don't think it's dangerous to be close to a microwave.
I said too close. I did say too close.
Yeah,
Not
but
just
with
close.
like your eyes or like just your body, because like obviously your body doesn't matter. I don't think. It's the eyes.
Okay, well, let's say, is it dangerous to have
Look
your
into a
eye
microwave.
too close to an old microwave while it's running? Okay, it is generally not dangerous to have your eye near to an
Oh
old
yeah.
microwave while it is running, but you should not press your eye directly against the glass. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I guess that's true.
You don't want an
True.
eye infection.
Well, modern, well-maintained old microwaves. Well, modern old microwaves dying
Modern, sure. Uh-huh.
are shielded to prevent for not.
Are we saying newer microwaves aren't? Are they actually more dangerous? What the fuck?
This is
I will
goofy. It's
say
just Reddit
we
being
got
Reddit, I guess.
I will say we got a new microwave recently, and you guys in your mansion kitchen, do you guys does your microwave sit above the stove? Do you have
Yeah,
one of those like? Yeah,
yeah.
we
It's
have
like
one of
a
those too.
It's a
So when I'm cooking on the stove, I'll put my phone up, and I was using the microwave, and this has never happened to me before, but it like scrambled the signal. So like the new microwave scrambled the signal on my phone, and I was like, that's never happened with my old microwave. And I was like, that's interesting. Are new
That's funny.
microwaves just more shittily built? Made me wonder. Conspiracy.
They're probably just like
Probably.
stronger,
Yeah,
a little
maybe.
more juice.
Well, I don't know. Like the popcorn. So I loved my old microwave because the popcorn feature fucking worked. You know what I mean? When you press the popcorn button, it actually cooks the popcorn to the specified cookage you need. This motherfucker don't pop the popcorn like the other one did, and that's a problem
Oh,
for me. I told my mom, I'm like, we need to fucking get this sent back and get a new one. This is crazy. I
that's
can't
so
be
fucking
bothered
funny.
to manually input my shit for real.
Oh yeah, the butler usually do that for you. Yeah, some little helper to hit the buttons. I don't know what features you got in your legacy wealth ass home. I've always just put in the time on my own. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
I'm a man of the people. I'm the common man.
Well, again, common man also, your kitchen dwarfs mine by like twice.
We
Like
don't use that
double.
word.
I do, baby.
That's not a favored term. They don't care for that.
Yeah, it is tough living in your gated community, single race gated community.
Just the way the Gerudos like it. Am I right, Zelda? Jesus
Only
Christ.
one of us have a $750,000
$1 million
house.
house? I
$1,000
heard that M
house.
starting. Dog. If I had a $750 million house,
I wish I had money to knock out a wall in my house. It's crazy.
I had money.
You're making
That
new
shit was a
bedrooms and
loan,
shit.
brother. What money? Never thought I'd see the day SK went woke.
Yeah, he's really out of touch now when he's in his gated community surrounded by people that look just like him. It's crazy.
Wait, isn't going woke the opposite of that?
What?
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 Are you saying that being woke is also being out of touch? Is this an exclusive scoop? Is this the Sea Dog perspective?
Well, no, your change up or whatever. It comes from being out of touch, right? With your people, which are
Damn.
notoriously single race, single neighborhood.
So I'm out of
households.
touch with single race households.
Well, no, you're starting to go woke and you're leaving that behind, but you still are trying to hold on to a little pieces of it.
Oh, I see the framing. I see.
Yeah, that's why like we keep a couple people around that, notoriously. It would only make sense why you would keep someone like that around, right?
Trad woke. Fuck me. What is a trad woke? No, brother. Listen, all I know is that I like my gates with locks. You know what I'm saying?
God bless K Kona. Locked
God,
gates, baby.
God bless Kaikona. Here's
K
my thing.
Kona. Yeah, tell
If
me.
you're not gonna have a lock on your gate, don't have the gate. What's it for?
You know what it's not for?
Yeah.
Keeping people out, baby.
I really thought you were gonna do ending a podcast again. You're like psyching me out. I'm getting hit with the
I'm
pump
psyching
fake.
you out. I'm
What
psyching
is
you
this
out.
fucking Elden Ring?
Trust me, I'm getting there. We're getting there. You're
I
gonna
keep
be caught
getting
off
pump
guard.
faked by it.
I know.
It's
I
crazy.
know. Yeah.
That's insane. Season 2 Connor has a whole bunch of fucking tricks. That's
You know what
fucking
else is
wild.
insane?
Yo.
Not ending a podcast. That's so crazy. I can't believe it.
Oh my fucking god. Do you feel that you're a woke individual?
Personally, no, and I've been told many times that I'm actually usually the opposite of that.
Oh, wow.
On certain
You feel you're not woke personally.
streams. Well, you can imagine I've been yelled at many times by certain groups of people and unhinged
true.
people that my jokes aren't funny enough and or gay enough. I'm
True.
personally not a stereotype enough. And I take pride in that, actually. I'm happy about that. I attempt not to
I see.
let who I am be like my brand or whatever, right? I try not to do that. So
Right. So you think like the
joking
more
aside,
woke you are, the more of a stereotype you are, is what you're saying?
well, I mean, you and I have talked dropping the bit. I'm more like, what, bitch? What are you laughing at?
What's that? What's that?
What are you laughing at? Share with the class. Share with the class.
I just thought it was very funny that you had that you got so somber. You hit the drop in the bit, normal tone, making sure that no one thinks it's a joke. Hee hee ha ha. Let's be straightforward about this one, fellas. That struck me as funny. Go on.
Yeah, joking aside, I find myself more left of center left. More center than left, but kind of on the left. That vibe.
Okay. I see. But not radical left.
I wouldn't say radical, no.
I see.
I don't feel like being radical is good for anybody on either side.
How do we feel about like tubular left?
Well, hear me out, right? Right
Gnarly
is left
left?
and left is wrong. You know what I mean? Let that sink in.
I'm processing, I'm absorbing that information. Let me tell you what. I'm going to bring this to your attention because, and this is important to me, because my food takes have come under fire historically.
Well, yeah, we all tell you all the time you're fucking insane. So
Right. Well, don't say you all. You're on an island with that one.
I'm not.
Maybe
Your girlfriend also agrees. Anyway, continue.
Well, no, just the one
Or a
thing. Just the
wife or
one thing.
whatever. Yeah.
Well, wife, yes, but no, she just with the one thing, just fine. But but that's not the point.
Seems like a lot of other things. I've
No,
seen
no,
her just.
but
I have the logs. I can pull the logs up right now
of which thing?
of her agreeing with a lot of things
Oh, I see.
with
Now,
me.
yeah,
Not
here's
you.
the
But anyway.
problem. Well, not about that,
She
but
seems
here's the
to agree
problem.
with me more than she agrees with you. But anyway, continue.
I don't think that's true. So here's the thing. I just want you to know, I'm not your enemy on food. Okay.
You
I'm
are
not the people's enemy.
You
No,
are the
I'm
people's
not.
enemy.
I'm not, and I'll tell you why. Do you know the actor Jeff Daniels?
No,
You know who that is?
I don't.
Okay.
And
Well, he was the other guy that wasn't Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, if that helps. He was also on that news show with Olivia Munn, which is escaping me off the top of my head. I think it might be called Newsroom, literally.
Sure. So what is this? What are we getting at here?
Recently, he was asked what his favorite sandwich was.
Sure.
And I just want you to know there are grander evils. And we should reach across the aisle and firm handshakes on this one.
Okay, sure. You're looking for a
I think there's bigger
ground.
Right. There's larger issues to tackle.
Infraction? What's the infraction?
Okay, great question.
Uh-huh.
Creamy peanut butter on pita bread,
Huh?
not in pita. Pita bread famously is a pocket bread, has the pocket it opens.
Mm-hmm.
Not in, on.
On. Okay.
A 1/4 inch thick. A lot of peanut butter. So this is not a thin spread of peanut butter. This is not a schmear. This is
Yes.
a
And what else?
foundation of peanut butter.
What
Great
else is he
question.
doing?
Glad you asked that question. Glad you
Uh,
asked that question. Um, hand crushed Ruffles sour cream and onion chips and Sweet Baby Ray's classic barbecue sauce.
yeah, nuke it from orbit. Just
Now
drone strike.
again, now again,
Yeah, I can't. No, that's terrible.
I just think there's
That's terrible.
grander evils out there.
Well, I heard of something even worse today. Actually, if you could imagine,
Oh yeah?
peanut butter used as a dip for a phallic object. That is a sweet pickle. A
I
not
thought
dried
this was going to
sweet
be a
pickle.
sex thing, but it's seemingly not a
No,
sex
it's
thing.
just it's food and it's disgusting. A sweet pickle out of the jar, not wiped down. It's still wet with pickle juice. Dipped in just out of the container into the container, I mean
Yeah.
peanut butter.
Uh-huh. And then
Mm.
what?
Then you eat it. I
I
can't be on
thought there
board
was
with
going to
that.
be more to that.
It's no, it's just that, and that's disgusting and terrible, and you should be killed for that. That's terrible.
So there's not more
Sweet pickles? Sweet pickles? Like, I don't know about you, but sweet pickles?
to what, just off rip, just in general. So you don't like pickle relish, for example, on like a hot dog.
I like pickles. Sweet
But like,
pickles.
but like relish though.
Yeah, but we're not talking about relish, right? So we're talking about pickles out of a jar,
Well, right, but relish is sweet
dipped
pickles.
into. Okay, sure, whatever. Anyway, pickles out of a jar into peanut butter.
Okay.
Mhm. And what are your thoughts?
I mean, jam is just fruit and sugar, so.
And this is why you are the people's number one enemy. You should be in prison, and they should never let you out.
What do you? What do you
Also,
mean?
I have a bone to pick with you because I found something kind of interesting yesterday. You have been caught reusing content, sir.
Well, on Twitter.
No, you've been caught reusing content on stream.
I'm listening.
I found a little thing from I don't know 2015 maybe. Well,
I started streaming in 2018, so.
Well, if you could imagine, this happened. This was dug up when I was doing some research on you. I was
Okay.
making a hit piece on Kotaku, and I found something
2015.
concerning. Yeah,
But
March
you know
18th,
what?
2015. Do you remember what might have happened on March 18th, 2015? Do you know what might have happened on that day? Shared
think
to the
there's-
world.
I think there's a chance I was playing Wolf Among Us with Lincoln and Brian.
No, something even more diabolical. Something in Washington. Do you remember anything in Washington that might have happened on
State?
March 18th, 2015?
No. I mean, I lived here.
Does Nighthawk ring a bell? Does wanting to create a
No, I said that.
civilization, a city in Nighthawk?
Yeah, I said I've brought that up a bunch of times.
I see. I see.
Yeah, when that came up
Reusing
recently, I said
content.
I've been talking about this a lot.
Reusing content, huh? Just reusing it, recycling, huh? Just recycling.
Well, the community's changed a lot since then, you know. New ears, new eyes.
So, for people who weren't there,
It's not a commune. Don't call it a commune, first of all.
well,
It's not a commune.
the
It's a bustling
commune.
metropolis that doesn't exist yet.
Anyway, so this cult commune you want to build,
Okay.
um,
Well,
I don't
you
know.
better hope it's not a commune. You're not invited.
Good. I'll take pictures outside the gates while you guys fucking drink Kool-Aid and fucking go to
Uh
the next life.
huh.
Goofy asses.
That wasn't a commune. That was a compound. But okay, go ahead. That was in Guyana. I'll have you know. Little diff. They don't believe in capitalism over there. I
You and
think.
your fucking mud huts and teepees over there will do really great next to your burned out coal mines or whatever.
I feel like that was a slam against my Native American aspect, but go ahead.
1/8 Native American, by the way.
Well, no,
One
hold
eighth.
on. More than an eighth, but go ahead.
Elizabeth Elizabeth Warren is more Native American than you.
Actually, wait, is that true? How Native American is
No,
Elizabeth Warren?
she's fucking lying. I think she was
Oh,
caught like
that's very
with
funny.
that on. Yeah, no, very
I was gonna
not
say
probably.
if she's like
Hold on.
half Native American, that'd be shocking to me, or whatever. That'd be insane. I am curious. How native is Elizabeth Warren? What a Google search.
Warren apologizes to Cherokee Nation for DNA test.
Ooh, tough.
Ooh, probably not Native American. It would be interesting
Woof.
to see what kind of fucking DNA you have running inside.
That'd be
That'd be
fun.
interesting. Yeah, that'd be fun. Maybe we should maybe do a little 23andMe or whatever that shit is. Little DNA breakdown.
Hmm.
See what kind of what DNA is running around in that timeline.
Here is the problem with that.
It wouldn't come back Native American. I know it's crazy.
Well, it probably would. But here's the issue.
Sure.
Are you prepared for the fallout of that?
The fallout of the fact you're probably like 90% German or something.
Regardless of what it is. No matter what the result is.
What kind of fallout would happen from that?
Well, if I decide to embrace my cultural heritage, we just have to hope it's a culture that rolls well. Do you know what I mean? Because this isn't a gotcha we get to redo.
I think
Sleeping dogs lying are better than sleeping dogs not left to lie. Do you know what I mean?
like what are you attempting? What are
You know
you
what I'm trying to tell
supposing
you?
you're going to win in this gotcha?
You know what I'm trying to tell you right now? When you put your foot on the tiger's neck, you can never lift your foot again.
And when the Prince Andrew connection comes in, what are we going to do about that?
Well, I'm going to contact some relatives is the first thing that's going to happen. And then, and then you guys are in trouble is the problem. So better watch out.
The German connection comes in. What if the Russian connection comes in? You're actually just a fucking Russian plant this whole time.
It seems
That's
unlikely.
crazy. It seems unlikely, comrade.
It seems unlikely.
You know what also seems unlikely?
What seems unlikely?
The ending of a podcast this time for real. You know what I mean?
Wait.
Hmm.
Okay, now I don't even know what that one meant.
What do you mean?
That was ambiguous.
What do you mean it was ambiguous? It was pretty non-ambiguous, I think.
So this podcast ending now is unlikely? For real?
Is that what you took from that?
That's what you said. Do you know what else is
I mean,
unlikely the end of this podcast?
Well, you're quick to pass judgment, first of all.
Okay. It's my Russian aspect.
And what did you take from that? What did you learn from that statement? Well,
That the pod's not ending?
sure?
No.
None of us can ever be sure, really.
I don't think this is gaslighting. It's just strange. Wait.
Is it gaslighting? Is it not strange? Who knows?
This is Doctor Strange for sure. Your hands are messed up. Oh my god.
Yeah. Dormammu, I lock you in a time loop or whatever the fuck he did.
Yeah, he did do that. Why would you
Yeah.
do that to every villain every time? You know what I mean?
I think he can only do it once. Oh, because he lost the time stone after that, so he couldn't do it.
Yeah, but why not lock the time stone in a time loop so you just never lose it? He needs
Because
to be more careful with
He
magic,
jumped
for real.
out of the time loop. He locked him in and pieced out.
He's got to be more careful with time.
You know who also needs to be more careful with time? The Bit Podcast, baby. Hi, what's up?
Oh my fucking god. Oh my shit. Jesus Christ. I have been late a lot. That is true.
Yeah, I actually went
In
live right at
general.
1 so people wouldn't bitch at me today. Like, you're
Yeah, we
fucking
we
late all
we
the
both
time.
have been little late guys
Yeah.
historically, more so recently for me. I feel
I'm
like you're getting
attempting to
better.
fix it. I'm attempting to fix it, but man, I can't fucking be on time to save my life.
Yeah.
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 It is a problem. I try to fix it, but
I just prioritize doing what I want over doing what time would suggest I should do. And
mhm,
then I
mhm,
look at the
mhm.
clock and it's like, hey, but time actually does matter to everyone but you. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's so true.
You know what time also matters to?
Uh huh.
The podcast.
That's true. It's so true, actually. You're so right.
Uh,
You're so right.
if we just end 1,000 times, then we have a bunch of endings banked for later, you know?
Oh my God. The bang. Actually, this podcast ended like 45 minutes ago. And these are all just for later to get stitched in. That's
Yeah.
so tight. That's huge.
And they'll just be stitched in when they work the least, just the most random, fucking stitched together endings possible. But you know what's not stitched together?
Yo.
This ending right now.
Oh my God. Literally?